Welcome back.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Oshs.
I'm Akela.
And we are Cue the Commentary. And on this podcast, we basically discuss people's messed up situations. They write into Reddit and let the general public decide whether or not they are the a-holes in their messed up situations.
Right.
Because
sometimes you just need that unbiased opinion. Because you can't ask the people around you. You can't ask your sisters or your cousin or whatever. Because maybe they're the problem or maybe you are the problem. Mm-hmm. And we're here to solve that mystery for you. And we absolutely love to hear what you guys think, to hear your opinions when you interact with us. We got a lot of new likes.
on our Spotify?
Yeah,
girl.
Why are we at 7:30?
You guys always
7:30.
reach our goals. Like
we
every
said
time we shout it
700.
out, we wanted 700 last video.
Dude, that's crazy. Like it was like
650 or 670. It was at 670.
Like that means like maybe we can get to 800 by next episode.
Possibly.
That is
guys,
insane.
Please keep rating us on Spotify. Yeah, no,
I
love us.
I actually listen to us sometimes.
Like,
do you listen to the podcast?
Yes, what do you mean?
No, I will be like outside.
I probably watched every episode probably 5 times.
Really?
Yeah.
You're lying.
Yeah, girl,
I feel
what do you
so
mean?
like I'm like giggling to myself
Yeah,
when like I'm
I think
outside
we're
listening.
So funny. What do you mean?
No, because I'm like, no, you're so you're so right. Like I'll be listening to our voices,
Obviously,
like,
you
bro,
agree
I
with
agree.
you. Obviously, what do you mean?
Is it wrong to listen to your own podcast?
If you guys had one, you would do it too, probably.
Because I'm like, what did they say again? I don't remember. Especially like if like we rotate who edits. So especially if I didn't edit it, I really like to listen to it because I like if you edit it, you really heard the whole thing.
You heard it a million times. Yeah, exactly.
But if you didn't edit it, it's like, what did I say again? Let's hear it again. It's like watching your story on Instagram again. Like, what is she up to?
No, literally,
you know
like
what I mean?
when you post a cute selfie.
You're like, let me look at her again.
Yeah,
one more time.
until it expires.
Yeah.
Please,
let's
keep liking us on
guys.
Spotify. If you don't have an account, make an account and give us 5 stars to help us reach our goals of 800 likes on Spotify.
800,000 likes.
800
It would
likes.
be so nice.
Let's start small, but
let's start small.
I appreciate you speaking it into existence.
Yeah, 800,000 soon come.
Anyways, guys, what's up with me? So something always happens with me, right?
What happened?
Remember I got a pedicure?
Oh my god!
I got a pedicure,
what
guys.
What is going on?
It's so gross, and it's a really nice place. Like I go there all the time.
Oh my god!
They did my hands so cute. They did my feet so cute. But I seen her. Like I seen the girl when she was cutting my cuticle.
Tell them what happened.
Okay, well I'm gonna explain that.
Okay.
So I seen her right when she was doing my pedicure. She cut the. Like, you know how some people have ingrown nails? I never had that issue. But sometimes they can cut too deep between the skin and the nail when it's, like, not necessary. Like, that can cause so much grounds for, like, bacteria to grow and whatever, you know? So she did way too much. I literally seen her. I'm like, no one has ever taken this amount of skin before. Yeah. And then I seen it was a big chunk. I'm like, okay, anyways. So fast forward to 2 days later, my big toe is sore and I'm like, what the fuck? Like this never happened before. And it was like red, like on the side that she cut too much off, it was red. So I'm like, hey, no, this is an infection.
It was like red.
And it was hurt. Yeah, it was hurting too.
Yeah, like sore.
Yeah, it was sore and like it even hurt to walk and I couldn't work out because of that too. So as the days progressed, it got worse. And then I'm like, okay,
like
now I have to get like antibiotic. Because you hear about it happening a lot, right? Like, they're like, don't trust these like hole in the wall nail salons. Well,
but it's not even a hole in the wall.
It's not really a hole in the wall, but like there's like luxury nail experiences. And they're like, go to that because it's much more cleaner. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
No, I actually get it. Like,
you get a better experience when you go to like the high-end nail salons. People say like to not trust these like smaller nail salons because they don't sterilize their equipment properly. Like there's no one to oversee how they're cleaning their equipment or whatever, you know, or their technique. For them
to just like clean it quickly.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Because some places will give you a new pack each time.
And sometimes you don't always check. Do you always check if it's like opening from a new pack? I should.
I feel not. Yeah,
sometimes I'm checked out and I'm just like, what color am I getting? Like I'm like excited, you know, just assuming that they're gonna do their job.
And it's like luck. It's like sometimes you just get unlucky because I like the places I've been.
Yeah.
Like let me tell you, like I've been to some dirty fucking places and I just did not care. And you just, you know.
And then but I'm gonna say that they did clean their equipment properly because I have been there before.
Right.
I'm just gonna assume that she cut too much cuticle off and that's how the bacteria like found its way in, you know? So anyways, I went to the doctor, got some like antibiotics. it cleared up, thankfully. But I was like obviously going down the hole of like TikTok, and like people were saying how like this happened to them and now their toe grows ingrown. Like it created future
Like a
ingrown
problem.
yeah, you know, I'm like, please God, do not, because you know how painful that shit is. Like
People get surgery for that, right?
yeah, and like it hurts to walk and stuff, and it's a chronic issue. Like they would have
so
to
how
keep.
does it work? Like an ingrown
So it's like your
toenail.
toenail doesn't grow in the direction that it's supposed to.
Oh, it starts going into the
digs to the
skin.
skin.
Oh my
so,
God.
and that's how it felt for me. So I'm
Oh my
like, okay,
God.
but thankfully everything's good. Like hopefully,
What happened?
You know?
You took antibiotics?
I just took antibiotics.
Can I see your toe? Is it better
No,
now?
it's fine. It might be a little ashy. Sorry, but you see how it's red here?
Yeah.
It was a lot more red. Like
It looks fine now, though, right?
now it's fine.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't hurt. After I'm done taking my antibiotics,
Yeah.
that it doesn't come back or anything.
You don't have like an
Ingrown issue, like
Yeah.
you know, because
Hopefully
maybe now
not.
it's just
maybe
masking
like
it.
take a break off of pedicures for a little bit. Is that what you have
Yeah.
to do?
I'm
So they don't
assuming so.
continue keep cutting
Or just
it?
next time tell her not to take so much skin off, or like
Yeah.
to not take so much cuticle off,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
because no one told her to do that. Like
Yeah,
sometimes
she
they
just
just
wanted to
do
give
their
you a
own
really
thing
good
and they're
job.
like, you know, and they think that's how like you do it, but no, that can
And
cause
you know what
future
it
issues.
is too? Like not everyone's foot requires the same kind of care as everyone. Like
Yes.
whenever I get a pedicure, they're always like they never use the grater on me.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just have naturally like no brag, but I think I have naturally soft feet.
Yeah.
So like they literally just scrub it with the thing, and I used to get mad at that because I'm like, why am I paying the same as everyone else who gets?
You want the grater,
I want the grater because it's like
but you don't need it.
I don't
the
need it, but,
grater
like-
honestly is not that great. Like sometimes you don't need it. It creates like
it makes your feet harder.
skin texture. Yeah, like, you
it
don't
makes
want
it
that.
hard. So they always say like, no, you don't need it. It's gonna make you need it later in the
Yeah.
future if you get it. But I'm like, then can I get a $10 discount or something? Because
No,
like
no, no,
my
no, no.
pedicures are so fast.
No.
They're in and out with my feet. They're so
Yeah.
happy to see me. What do you mean?
I thought I had to like go back and yell at them and say, give me my money back
Yeah.
and stuff. But I'm just like, just hug it
Yeah.
and go home. People were responding saying, oh my God, you know how many responses I got saying
Yeah.
the same thing
Like
happened to me?
Enough job. Oh, that.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that.
Yeah.
And people saying like, yeah, happened to me, happened to my friend. Like
I know
she
so
had
many
to get
people
her
this happened
toe
to.
off. Like her toe had to get
Sorry?
her toe removed.
Oh, that's like severe.
Her big toenail.
Yeah.
Sorry, toenail, not big toe.
Yeah.
Okay, because the infection was so bad that it went like under the skin and
Damn.
stuff. And then people were like, just enough beauty treatments. Just please,
I
just
think
stay
take a
home,
break.
just
Yeah.
DIY. You
Just-
know,
yeah,
like
yeah. Maybe that's
DIY the
your
things.
path.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to just do it on
because
your own.
clearly I just have bad luck, and I really put the evil eye sign because
I
I
saw.
said, please, guys, like anyone who's evil
From the
eyeing me right now,
eye to the toe,
leave me alone.
Like from top to bottom.
top to bottom.
leave me
What do you
alone.
mean? Head to toe. Thank you. You know what?
What's a good thing that happened to you this week?
I got new Nespresso pods.
Love
Like that makes
it.
me really, really happy.
That no,
you
it
know?
truly like that
I
Nespresso.
love it.
I wake up excited to make my coffee.
That's my motivation to get up in the morning. What do you
love
mean?
that Black Friday sale. That you know what I mean? Like that was so great.
So great.
I love that.
And yours
purchase.
is so cute. I love the gold
I
on it
I
too.
thought I'd get tired of it
No,
by
it's
now, but I
very
actually
cute.
really, really like it. It's so cute. And honestly, like a good, strong coffee just does it for me.
and it's easy. Like
And
I
it's
love
easy.
easy
It's
and
easy.
convenient.
She's
It's
cute.
expensive, but it's good.
But really, it's like,
Like-
I'm buying much less outside. I don't even buy coffee outside anymore.
Yeah,
Literally.
truly.
Like sometimes
And when I drink outside coffee, I'm
it's not
like,
the same.
I make it better.
I make it better. I know what I
Yeah.
like. I've been getting everything I need for my little coffee at home, and I'm like my own little barista.
Literally,
And it's like
literally.
the little things that bring you joy in the morning. Like you wake up, you know, you have your little routine, whatever, and then you go to your kitchen and you make your coffee. It's so lovely. And like my mom loves it too. She loves her Nespresso.
I
and
do want to get like more syrups for it though, because right now I
Yeah.
just use maple syrup, which I love. I don't think it's like
I love
overly
the
sweet or
coffee.
anything.
Every time I'm here, Shoshana makes me a really good iced
girl.
coffee, and it's just
So
so
good.
simple. It's like
It's literally cream, ice, and maple syrup. And people are like,
great.
"What's the recipe?" Which I'm like, "Guys, it's
so
just that.
simple.
So simple,
it's
and it
so
works."
good. I like their little drops of like seasonal drinks because I'll always get them.
I did try that like strawberry white chocolate one.
Was it good?
No,
No?
not for me.
I didn't try that
But
one.
I tried a black, so maybe that's
that's
why.
why.
But I was like,
But sometimes the aroma, you smell it and you're like, it's not for me. You
it
don't know.
smelled good, tasted
okay.
horrible.
Okay,
you know,
okay.
I tried it in the store too. In the store at Yorkdale, I wish they had one like in STC or
Yeah,
something
I
like that.
know.
Because why do I have to drive 30 minutes to pick it up? So I just
Yeah.
pay like $6 or whatever for the delivery. But in the store, they like have an actual cafe in the actual
Yeah, and you can
Nespresso
try
store.
it. I've never
And they
been.
bring around different flavors and stuff
No
like for you to
way. Oh my God,
try.
they're so fancy.
They're so smart though, because like you'll try it, maybe you'll like it, and
Yeah.
you get free coffee if you're like an espresso
really?
customer. You can go there and get free coffee.
Oh, maybe I should go there.
Yeah, or if you buy something, I'm pretty sure. Not sure.
I did not know
but
that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I love my Nespresso.
It's a whole little like community,
experience,
you know,
right?
like,
okay, guys, if you follow me on Instagram, I talked about it like a couple episodes ago. Like, I knew Lucas was gonna surprise me with like a cute little cabin trip because, guys, my actual like, I have been, if you know me, I want to go away to the woods. Like, that is my vibe so hard, and I'm so happy we experienced it. So he surprised me with a tiny cabin because, first of all, those things are expensive.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, girl.
And we paid
I
for
stayed
that.
in one, you remember?
Yeah.
I went on a brand trip with Chevy.
Yes,
and
but
it
was
was
that
a
a
really
tiny
nice.
cabin?
It was a tiny cabin.
Oh my God,
There was
looked
bigger
beautiful.
ones, I guess, for the bigger influencers.
Got it, not
but
for
I
you.
got the little one. But it was still a very nice experience.
It's so cute. I
Yeah.
had such a blast. And you know what's so funny? We're really such city people because
I don't know if I would do it again. Like,
it was kind of scary.
truly. Yeah. What do you
No,
mean?
because,
in the middle
okay,
of nowhere?
we were gonna do like the first night. We planned all our food and everything, so we brought like you have to bring everything. They have nothing for you.
You're
and
basically camping.
you are camping. It's just you have a roof over your head,
Yeah.
literally. Like it's a composting toilet. You bring your own linens. You bring everything. Like they give you pots and pans. And first night we get there, there's like a book that you have to read when you get there because there's a lot of instructions on how to use things, right? So like you have to check your energy levels, and if it goes below a 12.2, you have to start the generator because you won't have power, you won't have heat.
Oh my
you won't have
God.
anything. So we get there. We started at 12.3. I said,
Okay.
maybe 12.3. It's like maybe it takes a while to go down.
Yeah.
Literally like 15 minutes in, 12.2. I said, I'm nervous because we got there and it was already sunset and like the sun was setting fast.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make dinner. We were like getting the place ready, and then Sambi was with us. But yeah, Sambi like took some time to like acclimate to the new environment. But like maybe
No, I seen her in the bed.
2
What is
hours
she doing
in, she
there?
was zooming around.
She's so
she's so
cute.
funny.
Cats like new environments, so that's why she got zoomies.
I thought she like would get nervous and like,
once they get used to it, like then they get excited.
Yeah,
and, like,
she
start to
was
explore.
literally having so much fun.
Yeah.
But so we get there and then like the generator is flicking between 12.2 and 12.3. Then before we know it, it's from 12.2 to 12.1. We're like, holy shit, it's dark outside. We need to turn on the generator. And the generator needs to run for 4 hours. Right? Like that. And you have to turn it off. You don't want it to overrun. You don't want it to get over whatever. Right? So it's dark. Right?
Yeah.
We were gonna barbecue outside because there's a barbecue.
Oh fuck no.
No, because
No.
why are we here? Like it's dark and then Lucas is like hold on, stop.
No,
stop.
you're gonna hear
Hold on,
coyotes,
stop.
everything.
And then we like turned down the music. We like just waited, and then you just hear footsteps directly outside because it's snowy outside too, and it's crunchy snow. So we're hearing like right outside our door. I said,
oh no, I would get in the car and go home.
And the joke is, Shoshana, you can't see shit. It's like if somebody was standing outside, if there was a killer outside, they could see you, but you could not see them because it is pitch black. There's not a piece of light out there.
You wanted to be the main character in like a horror film.
And
That's
clearly,
basically what you wanted to do.
You know what it is too? I'm like, oh, I didn't realize camping is a little scary.
It's terrifying.
It's a little bit like, oh, this is very much creepy. Like you should carry something with you if you're camping.
Girl, you didn't bring a weapon? I mean, you had knives there.
We
so
had knives, but
it.
like,
yeah, what the fuck is a knife
like,
gonna do?
am I gonna get close enough to? And there was a black bear warning.
Nice.
I'm not even joking.
Nice.
There was actually black. But okay,
wait, are black bears the dangerous one?
No.
They're
That's
the nice
that's
ones.
the grizzly bears that are the dangerous ones.
Okay.
The brown ones.
The brown
black ones are the
and
ones
the
where
white
you can-
polar bears are actually
they're
very
the worst.
dangerous too.
But you won't see them here.
No.
That's only upstairs.
Upstairs,
Whatever.
yeah.
But the black bears are the ones you yell at them and then they'll run away. You have to make yourself
You have to
bigger.
make noise. Yeah.
It's like if it's brown,
you lay down.
lay down.
Wait,
if
stay
it's
down.
black, fight back.
And if it's,
If it's white, good night. I think that's how it goes. Like, just you're gonna die.
Nice.
So we were hearing stuff, and we were so scared because it was so close, and we're like, "Fuck! What if they're like smelling Sambi? Like, what if that's like their food? You know what I mean?" And like, okay, so the first time we're like, you know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna sleep in the cold. Nobody's going outside because the generator went down. Like, it wasn't really, So
At least you
Heat
guys
was
brought
a bit
blankets.
low.
I know you hated it because you love a warm.
I love a warmth. But I was
Yeah.
fine because I'm like, I can't have him die out here because I'm not going
Yeah.
outside to see you for sure, right? So we just left it, and then in the morning, he woke up early and turned it on, and then everything was fine. And then we got used to it, and then in the morning, we started seeing other animals around, and they were quite small. So what we think it was either a coyote or like a deer.
Yeah, probably.
Which is like, coyote, yeah, scary. Deer, fine. But it was so fun. It was literally so fun. We cooked our little meals. We had to wash dishes like we were back home in Ethiopia, like
no,
bucket
seriously,
and
what do you
water.
mean, no running
Like
water, that's crazy.
that was the hilarious
saw
part.
that video.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
can't leave things out because they'll smell things, right?
Yeah.
So you have to.
It was just
wash
one
it.
night.
2 nights.
2 nights.
We
Okay.
stayed for 2 nights. But it
The
was
food you cooked
so
looked so
fun.
good,
It
though.
was so good. It was, and it was easy, like steak and chicken, like easy stuff. I would definitely do it again in the summertime because it's literally lakefront, so you can go swimming, and then they have like a fire pit. It's really cool. And then they have like neighboring cabins, but nobody was there, so it was really just us. But
Damn.
no, we had a blast. It was really, really fun.
Paul's actually a very outdoorsy guy. Like, he goes
I've
ice
always
fishing.
thought that, yeah.
Like, he wants me to go camping so bad in his car.
That'd be
Fuck
so
no.
fun.
Fuck no.
What?
Fuck no.
You know what's so funny? I'm trying to convince
Fuck
Lucas
no.
to do that.
No.
I love the idea of camping
He
in a
drives
car.
like a 4Runner, and you can like make the back flat.
Loud, yeah.
And I'm not gonna do that. Like, no. He's like,
No?
please, like, it'll make me so happy. Like,
You're
his
like,
dream,
fuck
actually.
you, actually.
Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm not doing it.
Wait,
Like,
what about it? It's like not your vibe.
I need a
bed.
outlet. I need a toilet. I need a bed. And I hate insects. And like, I don't like nature. Like how I like to think that, you know,
You
like,
you know
I'm
what
not
it
a
is?
nature girl.
It's very true. Like the idea of nature is beautiful, but actually being in nature
That's the
is,
thing.
it's totally different.
No.
So yeah.
Remember that episode of That's a Raven when Chelsea wanted to explore the
Spraying,
outdoors and she brought
spraying.
in a can tent?
What?
That's
Yeah.
what I want to experience, you know? Like,
You want to
glamping.
glamp.
I love a glamp.
Yeah, glamping is nice.
Take me
I
to
feel
a
like
nice
tiny
cabin with
vibes
running water
is
and
glamping
shit.
a little bit.
Hmm?
Tiny cabin.
Yeah.
It's kind of glamping.
Yeah.
It's
It
not
is
like
because you're in a shelter.
yeah, you're in a
Like,
shelter. I don't know if I can sleep outside.
Leave me alone.
Yeah,
please.
but I can sleep in a car. I think sleeping in a car is if you get like a nice situation.
Dude,
I was
that's
looking
crazy.
at vans, like 'cause
like trailer
kind
type
of
vans?
yeah, because I want to do that. Like for my 30th birthday, I want to drive around America. That's my vibe.
Okay, so hang out with Selena then, because that's what Miss Selena wants.
No,
to do.
she doesn't.
Yeah, she wants to drive across the PCA. Or
Yes!
something.
Oh my
Is it
god!
PCH or
No,
PCA?
the PW.
I'm so boring. Like
No.
the way I'm just like no.
The
I'm not
Pacific
doing
West
that.
Coast.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want to do too.
And she wants to go like state to state.
That's
and stuff
literally
in a trailer.
I'm planning
and stuff.
it, bro.
Oh,
How do you not want to do
I
that?
don't know. I'm just a very boring person. I
No,
guess.
they have renter.
Yeah, trailer
you can rent
vans,
them.
yeah.
So like, there's some that go. Might be so boring for you guys. I'm so like we're literally on a tangent. Who the
Yeah.
fuck cares, right?
I mean, some people. If Selena and you want to do it, I'm sure other people want to do
You're
it
right.
too.
I found a company that does it from Vancouver. So you fly to
Mm.
Vancouver and then you can take the car past borders
Mm.
and take it down to the States and then you bring it back.
This might be a stupid question. Is Vancouver closer to the States than we are?
No,
No,
it's just
right?
on the West Coast.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. We are
Right,
quite
that
close to
makes
the States
sense.
too.
Yeah, we
You
are.
know we are. The border's right there.
Right there. Yeah.
We're just on the other side.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
got it.
got
It.
it, right
So
now.
the West
Vancouver's
Coast.
that way.
Amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
you.
Geographically challenged over here. Okay, I
We
got
love geography.
54. In
I will
geography,
never
believe.
forget when me and Shoshana had geography class together in grade 9. And
What?
did you know
Oh yeah,
that-
we did.
Do you know the teacher told me and told my mom to stay away from you because
You know what? I'm a teacher's biggest op. They
No,
hate me.
they were like-
hate me.
Shoshana's holding her back. Like
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
they're like
what was
she-
her name again? Miss Richardson? Or
I don't
something like
remember
that?
what the fuck her name was, but she fucking hated you for sure.
She did.
On some like I think she wanted to demote you. I think she really thought you were like slow or something. I just think you didn't care.
I really did not try in school.
I just think
ever.
yeah, that's but
I
that's
only
hilarious.
tried in grade 11 and 12, and I did.
That's when it
okay.
mattered.
and that's when I got
And
into
you got into
university.
university.
So I tried when I cared. Okay,
And who really cares? Look at us now.
look at us now
With a podcast.
With a podcast.
730 likes.
Yes.
Period. That's what we've been working for.
No,
Who
but
needs a
we were in the
university
same
degree?
geography class, and I don't get it. Like, were we just like making fun or like what?
I
Like
don't know.
talking or?
No, she told me. She's like she told me and she told my mom. Like Shoshana.
So she went out of her way
Yeah,
to
she
call
literally
your
did.
mom.
yeah,
why?
She's
Like-
distracted by this girl, and she can be doing a lot better.
Oh my
Um,
god, girl,
That's kind of mean.
that is very very
That's
rude.
so
Actually.
mean. Like why would
She's
you say
lucky I
that?
don't care.
She's
You
lucky
know?
I'm happy with the D.
Yeah, she's lucky I don't care.
So you were
No.
always like an issue in class.
I was the kid with the desk outside the classroom.
That's so
But
funny.
I attracted them. They came to me. Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't go to them. Okay,
Right.
so yeah, things have changed though. I'm not like that anymore.
There's
Class
no more
clown.
school for you. What do you
No,
mean?
but I'm not a class clown. I feel
Where are you gonna clown?
No, I mean like in general, like you know
Oh,
how
like
like
you
people who are
lowered-
outspoken and
Right,
like you know
right,
who
right.
attract attention and
Right,
stuff.
right.
I'm not that type of person.
So you were that when you were younger?
Oh girl, yes. Were you not? I was always in trouble.
I was too, but I feel
unfortunately.
like I was profiled.
Yeah.
Once I went to a more black school, I excelled. Not because I just think like they tried to put me in the slow class. They literally tried to put me in the slow class. Like when I was at a predominantly white school.
Wait, that's crazy. Even though your marks were great.
No, but they wouldn't give me good marks too. They would say no, she's like having a lot of struggles and and like.
That's crazy.
If my mom wasn't the feisty woman she was, I probably would have be put in like the lower like. They
what
literally
are they called?
wanted to
the assisted education. Or
they
something?
wanted to give me like an
EA?
EI or whatever,
EA,
like an educational plan or something.
That's insane. Because
IEP.
you definitely don't need that.
No, and then like I was actually in the gifted program, so like after they tested me, because it's like more of a standardized test. They put me in a gifted program after when I was younger, and then I would go out with like these other kids, and they would like make you play these games and whatever. It was like a different experience, but no, that I swear that was just like profiling. That was just because I was like the only black kid in the class, and the teachers did not like me.
That's
I was also
insane.
I also talked. Like I was talking.
They just assume if you talk a lot, like you're trouble. Like you know,
It's
I mean,
like,
which I mean, I
no.
guess I just don't want to be disciplined. Don't try to control me.
That's
okay?
really what it is.
I
and
hate
it's
the
like
control.
you can't.
I'm
like,
already
some,
controlled at home. You can't control me here. Like,
and
please.
some kids are just like social. That's a good
Yeah.
thing. Like they want to talk. Like I think now people realize like people learn differently.
Yeah.
And it's like it doesn't. Like,
That's so
there's no
important,
way
too.
that you were not a stupid kid.
I had
You
ADHD
just,
as a kid. Like I remember,
You were
I
distracted.
could not pay attention. Like,
No.
Mid class, I just turn around and be like, "Hey, like,
Do you want
what's
to play
up?"
something else?
Like,
Can we
ignoring
talk about
the
something
teacher.
else?
Okay, so when you guys go on Facebook, just to check on like your old, you know, if you've already
People in your
graduated high
life.
school, people in your life that you went to school with, elementary, high school, and you just see like people with families and shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. You remember that girl in high school, like in grade 9, the blonde girl? She was so smart.
She was so smart,
like, a
so
genius.
beautiful.
I think she became a doctor now. This girl we knew got pregnant in grade 9, and she was like some genius girl. Like,
Was she pregnant though?
I don't know. You know what?
I don't think she was pregnant. I think she was in a relationship with a guy in high school, and she just like went off grid. Like she
What the
dropped
fuck
out of
happened to
school.
her? Yeah.
Who fucking knows?
I would love to know that story.
Who fucking knows?
I would love for her to come on.
But
TikTok
she
and
was
tell
like,
us.
we had like as a high school, we were like, this girl is gonna go far.
We
like,
mourned
you
her
know.
when she left.
And then
Oh my
she just
God.
like started dating this guy and completely changed. Like stopped caring about her school or whatever. And
That is, like,
I
the
can only imagine
first-
because in high school, like you're so impressionable and like
100%.
especially if you've never had a boyfriend before.
Yeah.
That can really take you off track. Thank God she didn't get pregnant.
Isn't it so crazy though? Like how men can just come and fucking ruin your
Yeah,
life
what do you
at
mean?
the
'Cause
ripe
he was
age of
obviously a loser.
14? A fucking loser
Yeah,
for
he was a
sure.
loser.
Like I feel like he wasn't nice to her. Like there were stories. Like I remember like
yeah.
was he
was
abusive? Was
and
like something, and like she had to leave school, and
Yeah.
and everyone knew this girl as like this nice, super, like she was athletic, she had
She was a
straight
whole
A's, like she was
package.
everything. She
Yeah.
was so sweet, like like nobody had an issue with her.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she just left, and
Yeah.
all the rumors like, was she pregnant? This
Yeah.
happened, whatever. And then I saw it on Facebook, and I remember when she was in grade 9, she always said she wanted to be a doctor.
Yeah.
And she ended up
And she's
becoming
a
a doctor.
doctor.
So that's like our first experience, I think. Well, my first experience seeing how a man can ruin your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah. Same.
it's crazy.
Honestly.
Like one wrong decision in your life can ruin or like just take you off track,
off the path that you were.
like thank God
supposed
she
to go
came back on her own track. But
Mhm.
like it's like even that young, you think it's like, oh, it's just a high school boyfriend. It's just like a little, but no. I don't know how I'm gonna be as a parent, honestly. Am I gonna say don't have a boyfriend? Because it's kind of like, yeah, they can fuck up your life.
I want to be so in my daughter's life that like I can see if he's, you know, toxic or whatever. You know what I mean? Like
if he's
bring
a
him
loser?
around if he's a loser,
You know-
if he's like not a high achiever or whatever,
Yeah.
like bad for her.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll listen to me.
What it is I
can
think
only
you have
hope.
to distract your kids so much, like on some like make them so busy they don't really have time for anything else.
Nah, you can't do that. In high school, it's all up to them. They become their own
Well,
person.
I don't know, because like I know this one girl who has a daughter, and her daughter is so beautiful, and she's like, the guys are starting to notice her and this and that, whatever. So she's like, and she had a kid really young, so she's very much like, I am not letting you have a kid really young. She's like, love you, but you are not going through what I went through,
I
kind
feel
of
like
thing.
there's only so much you can do though.
No,
as a
she put her in
parent.
like rep basketball, all this like shit that takes up all your time, so that she wouldn't be distracted, wouldn't have the opportunity to get distracted by anything, because like you're on a team, people are relying on you.
Like she's in grade 9 right now.
Yeah, she's in grade 9.
Just wait.
It's true. You never know.
And
Things
uni
change.
days, just wait.
Yeah.
She's still very, very young.
Yeah.
All you can do is just hope that you did your best.
Yeah.
Like you can't force and guide them like all throughout adulthood, like or early adulthood
It's
too.
true. Maybe
It's just so
bad to
crazy how
say.
everyone has kids. Like
Yeah.
and is married too. Because
Yeah.
what do you mean? Or is pregnant?
Well, we really are
Teenage
getting up
pregnancy.
there. We're not teens.
It's a teenage
It feels
pregnancy,
like it. It really
guys.
feels like it. I feel so unprepared to have a kid right now. But
I realized what it was. I'm just very immature,
yeah.
and I don't think I'm gonna be mature
Maybe
in
I'll
the
just be
next
an
like
immature mom.
3 years. I don't want to be that.
Not in
though.
a bad way. Not in a bad way. Like I just mean like I don't think I'm gonna be like the most mature mom either. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't see myself changing much. Like do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is me.
This
No,
is
like
me.
maybe having a kid makes you mature though.
That's
maybe,
what I mean,
maybe
maybe.
like it switches. Because right
That's what I'm
now
hoping,
I
I
feel
mean.
like a kid.
Yeah, a very selfish kid too.
Yeah. Oh, so
Like,
selfish.
Not
Wake up when
willing.
I want.
And you know what? Going on TikTok and like reading comments of like women who feel the way that we do, and seeing that like, oh, I'm 32 and I still feel like this. Like it never changes.
No,
or,
I don't
like,
think it changes.
it doesn't change.
But you just have to
I think
decide
you just
what you
gotta do
want.
it.
I keep seeing people doing these gender reveals, and then like like parties over when they find out it's a boy. It's so funny.
Why?
Like people having like disappointment when they find out what gender.
Did you send me that?
I think I
clip
did.
Of the white guy, black girl.
Yeah. She literally started crying.
Yeah. I was like, sister, just let it be a healthy baby, please.
No,
like that's
fair.
It. That's all you can wish for in this life.
I get
And
it.
you can always have more than one, right?
What if her plan was only one and then it's a boy? Ugh.
And then it's another boy.
Oh my God. God forbid.
It really does fucking suck though when you don't get the gender that you want, or
'Cause
have
it's like you
dreamed your
have-
whole life.
Yeah, like literally, like oh my God, am I a boy mom?
Unless you have the money to like GMO
Can
them,
you- can
them
you do
bitches.
that?
Of course, I feel like Kim did that. I think because they did in vitro for the
Yeah.
last two, they like chose the gender. Because I think you can.
If you can choose
see,
the gender, I would pay for that shit.
you can see which gender it is when you do IVF.
I
like
would
when you have the
literally
embryos
pay for
already.
that. Really?
Yeah, that's
I
why a lot
would
of celebrities
so
get
pay
like
for that.
what they want, like their dream family or whatever.
That's crazy.
She has 2 boys, 2 girls, right? Kim.
Yeah, I would
And they're
100% do
beautiful.
that.
I'm like, did you do something with their
No,
physicality too?
their faces make sense for what Kim and Kanye look like. They literally
they're
look like a
just all
mixture.
so cute.
It's so funny. They look like a Guyanese family. Like they're
No, they
so
said which
funny.
Eritrean kids? They
No.
said Eritrean.
No,
they said these are
literally look
Eritrean
Abisha.
children.
They literally
Yes.
look Abisha. Like they're so funny.
We've talked about her before.
Guys,
It's this girl that we
listen.
follow that's very like yearning for a man,
man.
a relationship in her life, and she's like in her early 30s.
Yeah.
And every post is about that. Her content is focused around that.
But it's like, do you not
content.
see how this makes you
concept.
look? Like, if somebody were to like buck up on your page, the way I would run so fast the
Yeah.
opposite direction from
Yeah.
you, because the desperation for anything it will never give you what you want. If you're
No.
desperate for money, you will not get money. If you're
No.
desperate for attention, you will not get attention. Do you know what I mean? Like, it will never work. that
Maybe
way.
yeah, okay, maybe for like material things, but for people, like for relationships and stuff, if you're
Yeah.
desperate for friends or a man or like
Yeah.
a romantic relationship, that will never work.
No.
Like, why do you need this so bad too? Like, what is it in you
Yeah.
that's like,
You cannot be alone.
why don't you have any friends? Like, what's the issue there? Like, you know what I mean?
I think she has friends. It seems like
No,
she
I'm not
has
talking
friends.
about like that.
Oh,
I'm just saying like in general, if someone was like yearning or desperate for friendships and stuff, I'm like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
As a person.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and that would not
The
make
thing
me
is,
want to be a
friendship,
friend.
I would judge less because there's something more already just wanting friends is like, there's something more genuine about that because it's like women wanting connection with other women is like, that's a good thing. And I feel like instead of like prioritizing a connection with a man, if I see somebody trying to prioritize connection with women, I already like that more. But there's something about like, I need to be desired by men and I need a man. It's just so off-putting to me. And like, I have a man,
It's
but I
very,
can still
very-
differentiate like
Yeah.
people who are, you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, like you have a man, but you also have friends who don't, and like that's not how you act.
That's
Just
not how
in
you
general,
act.
like in
I
society,
literally-
that's not how you act. Okay, have some like social
Respect.
cues. Like, please,
oh my
like,
God.
she has like
Girl.
none. Like I've never seen anyone this desperate online ever.
And even people in the comments are like, girl, you need to believe in yourself more. Like, this is like,
She's online crying about I want a boyfriend. Like,
oh my God.
eek.
So there's this other girl, we can say her name because I love her content.
Yeah,
Clolo,
yeah,
right?
you
Like
can.
she's also extreme.
Yeah,
because she hates men. But I get it. Everything she says is not wrong.
Yeah.
Men really do look at you with lust in their eyes, and it does get disgusting, especially if you're someone who's like completely decentered men. Like, and I think decentering men is the most beautiful thing that I think like women are coming to, because it's like really like I it's true, like I don't like how men can just like sexualize everything, and like it's just like it's something gross about men. Anyway, so Cloblo is
we should talk about her, like how she came about this way too, like how she's been in a relationship, even engaged. Like she was in a relationship for what, 6 years?
No, I think 9 years.
9 years, engaged, like her entire 20s,
literally
engaged, and then she broke off the engagement, broke up with him, now lives alone. Like they split the condo and everything, and like decided to stay single, and that's her whole like stance on relationships. Like she thinks like men should be decentered from women's lives, and they kind of like have to play the mommy role for men a lot, like emotionally, and like when it comes to doing the housework and stuff, like it's never a 50-50 even split. Women lose in a relationship. That's her
exactly
stance.
what she's saying. She's like,
and she's not wrong.
She's not wrong. She's not wrong. She always says like men will always have the upper hand in a marriage, like whether they gain a mother, whether they gain,
statistically though, like isn't the stats for like unmarried older women are the happiest and they live the longest versus unmarried men, older men, they die earlier.
They can't live without women.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing.
Women
thrive without men, but men can't live without women.
Literally.
And it's a privilege if a man has a girlfriend or a wife in his, or a woman in his life.
It's just truly so skewed, like history and like the idea of a relationship and just like the importance of a man has been skewed, because really when you look at it, women do a lot of the work. Women are the backbone.
Especially now.
With like
us
women,
earning
now
more.
We earn more. We're more educated. We are everything. Like when you think about how magical and perfect and amazing women are, it's like, we don't actually need you. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like,
and it's so easy to have that mentality though. Like especially when you're already earning more or like earning enough to sustain like your lifestyle. It's like, actually fuck you. Like why do I need you in my life? You know?
Somebody like Cloblo, she's always talking about how after she left, her life skyrocketed. Like she did so much better. She was not sad anymore. And then one thing she talks about that I see more now, other people talking about too, is that she doesn't want to waste time even talking to other women about like a situationship or like a man who's not even giving her like the time of day. Because it's like, if you don't see your own worth, if you don't see your own value, like I don't want to waste my time talking about this, because actually, one, I don't care, and two, it's like I can't help you if you don't see how like obviously stupid this is. Do you know what I mean? And
it's
like
the complete opposite of what she believes in and her values too. So talking about those things, like she really does not give a fuck about.
She even said
she can't have those types of friends.
She wouldn't come to your wedding.
Yeah, she's like, I recently had a friend, and they're like close friends. She's like, asked me, so if I had a wedding, would you come? And she's like, no.
She's like, no, and I'm not getting you a gift either.
I'm not giving you gifts. I don't think marriage is something to be celebrated. I don't think like
I'm not celebrating you securing
a man. Like I don't think that's like. But she's like, I'll come to other things in your life, like your graduation, or like if you open a small business or whatever. And like I'm like, oh,
I do think she's.
You are celebrating love, not you having a husband. Like it's the love that you're celebrating.
If her friend is looking at it like I want to celebrate my happiness because I'm happy. Yeah, that's great. But maybe she just doesn't believe in the institution of marriage at all. And
that's
she's just
true.
Like, it's just her stance.
Even weddings that aren't destination weddings are so expensive. Yeah. Like,
but at least that is
if you don't have an outfit, you have to do your hair.
Yeah.
Gotta do your makeup. Bring a gift.
No, like I took place in my first wedding and I don't regret it or anything, but I will say it was really expensive. Like I had never been a bridesmaid before. I had never gone to a bachelorette party before. And I think all in, I spent like $2,000.
Yeah. Especially if you're involved in the wedding.
That's
and
what
not
I'm saying.
Just being a guest.
If you're not just a guest.
That is like, a lot.
I had to buy one specific dress. And the thing is too, the bride, she's like trying to be as considerate as possible. So she chose like the cheapest dress. She chose the cheapest destination. She chose like everything, but it still was like $2,000. Yeah. And if I were to look
weddings
back
are not cheap.
And you know what's crazy too? It's like, who's to say that they will do the same thing for you in the future? Do you know what I mean? Like I don't regret it. I had a blast and I'm so happy I got to celebrate my friend. But like in the future, she's already years ahead of me and she already has kids and all this stuff. So it's like, if she can't make it to my wedding or if she can't come out to my bachelorette party, I can't even be. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't even. Like, you can't.
Good, like it's not bad reasoning.
It's not bad reasoning, and it's
I
like
actually have kids
if you do it, you just have to do it.
I don't have the time.
Exactly, you can't like expect. But fair enough, you could be a little upset if somebody can't do the same for you, but at the same time you can't because maybe at that point in life you were able to, and then the next point when you're ready to get married, they're not able to.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? So It's never equal. It's never equal.
We're like going off on a tangent.
And we want to talk about mental illness.
Yeah.
Really is what we want to talk about.
Yes. How the hell did we get here?
Social media, mental illness, they go hand in hand, okay, guys? The people that you see on social media are unwell a lot of the times.
This is coming from 2 social media influencers,
Yeah.
okay?
And I will say, I do think because our parents raised us to like be so like, we have a lot of like, I don't know what it is about the way we were raised that makes us like not feed into ourselves. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's kept us grounded to the point of not having mental illness and not being swept up by social media. Because other people you meet on the road, it's totally different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I was just thinking to myself too, after having that, I'm like, wow, I really haven't had any mentally ill people around me in my circle ever. Like I've never dealt with a mentally ill person.
Me too.
Do you know what I mean? So when you do deal with somebody who's like completely irrational, completely like disconnected from reality, it's kind of shocking, and you're like, I don't even know how to handle this. Like, it's like, what do I even
like,
do
you
with
feel
this?
bad even.
You feel bad. You feel a little bit like, wow, you really don't see how you're acting. You really don't see how. And
there's so many people that deal with this in their day-to-day life,
Bro,
whether it be like sisters,
parents.
brothers, parents, their actual close friends who have gone crazy and like
their partners,
are currently on meds.
their children. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
like siblings. Like, you don't, like, people are like, we are like, it is, if you
You say this all the time. Every day I thank God for my mental health.
No, every day. And after
you work
dealing
in a
with
hospital,
her,
so you see this shit firsthand
100%.
and how it can affect people.
100%. And you know what, too? You never know. Shit flips on a coin. Like,
know.
anything can happen to
That's
you.
why I will never smoke weed ever.
I get
again.
that. I
because
totally
the way
get
it gives
that.
me paranoia, like,
You're like,
do you want me to tell you a funny story?
yeah.
So I was smoking right there, right?
Yeah.
Like right by the window, because the window is my ventilation.
Yeah.
So there was this guy walking by and I was smoking. Okay. So I was smoking and smoking, enjoying my little, I was alone, right?
Yeah.
Night, and I seen the
By
guy.
yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, you were
Music
feeling,
I was
you were
vibing.
trying to
Okay, I
vibe.
was just trying to
Got
vibe with
it.
my, what is it? 3% THC.
Yeah.
Like I smoked the least amount of THC, right?
She's always been super, like, you've been sensitive to it. Like, anything will touch you.
Yes, very.
Yes.
And then I seen the guy who was just walking, and I was like, as I was blowing out, I seen him look at me and stare at me
God.
and keep on walking.
Oh my God.
So I said, let me put this shit down.
He's coming in my house.
No, I said, let me put this shit down. That's enough for me.
That
I'm
is
done. And that was the
so
last time I
funny.
ever smoked.
That
Because
is so
I was actually terrified. I said,
Yeah.
is he coming for me?
Oh
Like,
my God.
No, I said, he's
That's
coming
so
upstairs
funny.
right now. I
No.
closed the blinds. I like ran to my room. and
I
said,
saw
"That's
a
it.
girl
I'm
on
done."
TikTok who has she has like a similar vibe to you. Like, I think
Yeah.
like where it's like weed really is like not for her.
Yeah, girl.
So she smoked a joint outside with her boyfriend, and then she like somebody asked her to take a picture of her while she was high. So she went up to the girl and took her phone from her and was about to take a picture. So her boyfriend comes, takes the phone back from her, and gives it back to the girl. Apparently, none of that happened. The girl, she said, I pretty much went up to her, robbed her, and then started taking pictures of her.
Dude, I'm
and
telling
she literally
you,
like
it's like a mini psychosis
no
issue.
I think if you have that experience with weed,
Yeah.
put the joint down.
I said, let me sit
let me sit my stupid ass down.
And I just went to the bedroom. I said,
No.
that's it.
And
Sleep
you-
time.
And I think that's great that you listen to your body.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
no,
I
because
think
I said he does. And you know, you can let the anxiety consume you, but I
For
said,
sure.
this
Stop.
might be a hallucination. This might be a hallucination. So I took
That
my
is
chances
so
on that because I could
scary.
have believed it, and I could have like
Yeah.
actually like called 911. They said,
No,
"He's
no,
coming
no, no,
upstairs.
no,
He's
no,
staring
no,
at
no,
me."
no.
I said, no, this has happened before where I had, you know, hallucinations when I was high.
you said the
So I
common
said,
denominator is the drug.
Is the drug.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
That he didn't even look at you.
He did not look at me.
There was actually nobody
No,
outside.
you know what? And that could have really been that.
That's so
Isn't
scary
that so
though.
crazy?
But you know
Yeah.
what? You have to know because they do say like weed can really induce
trigger,
psychosis.
yeah.
Especially if you have a family-
schizophrenia or psychosis
Yeah.
or any of that. If it like runs in your, sometimes you don't even know if it runs in your blood.
Because you
Like,
know everyone in your family. You know
yeah,
everyone
no,
in your
you
family.
don't. And like mental health is so hidden in like Black and like people of color
Yeah.
communities. Like it's not so like openly spoken about or
you wouldn't know.
misdiagnosed often. So
You might just have a goofy cousin whole time they're schizophrenic.
whole time they're cuckoo.
And they're like, wait, I do have a family history and I didn't know.
do you want to talk about the tariffs?
I don't really get it.
I had a long conversation with ChatGPT and he explained a lot to me.
do you have things to tell us?
I have to like fact check and stuff,
Yeah.
but basically we're fucked. Like we're
Everything's gonna
actually
get
fucked.
expensive.
Gas, groceries, clothes, like even
Yeah.
your little Walmart trips, all the
Yeah.
little products that you buy, deodorant, whatever, it's gonna go up by like a couple dollars for us.
Yeah.
And
And then
it
things
just
like
sucks.
houses,
Bro,
it's gonna get more expensive
because of the equipment. that it takes to build
the materials have
houses.
already been so expensive. Like,
Yeah.
that's why, like, for a long time people have been saying, like, don't even get into pre-construction because it's not worth it anymore. But
why isn't it worth it?
because the materials have been so expensive, so you're paying and like product money at the end of it. Like, a pre-construction is not 200,000 anymore. It's like 500, 600,000. You can get an
So it's
already
like, what's
done
the point?
condo.
Oh,
and there's
wow.
so much risk with pre-construction too.
Yeah,
You
I
might
heard
not
about that.
Like, people are burning down whole construction sites because they're
I
losing
heard
their
about
money.
that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
No, literally.
For you to
because
put your
the
money like a
insurance.
down payment and
you
it
can
not
just lose
fucking
the
work.
money. You can just lose the money. And then if things
What?
happen throughout the process where they need more money, like they don't have enough, you have to pay that money.
Oh,
It's a huge
hell
it's
no.
a huge like risk going
Yeah.
into that. So it's like, just buy a condo that's done. You can see it in front
Yeah.
of you and you can check the health of a condo. This is so much happening during our lifetime where it's
Because
like,
of fucking Trump. What I get that is political, but it's like it's affecting so many
but this is going to be
everyday
good for
people.
them later.
Like, is it though?
Yeah. Like, they're going to have the upper hand. I think, like, they're going to suffer right now, but then I think it's going to benefit Americans later. It's going to hurt us. And
It's gonna
the
hurt us,
other
but I feel like
partners.
it's gonna hurt them too. No?
Yeah, it depends what happens because, like, now that Canada's actually fighting back.
Yeah, but I
like-
guess we have way more of their goods than they have of ours too.
Yeah.
So that's
We're
why it's
way
gonna hurt
smaller
us.
than them.
I
We're a
know.
tenth of them.
And I see how like Canada or Canadians are starting to buy more like Canadian products
Yeah.
now, grocery shopping, even like with LCBO, they like they're
That's the
gonna start
crazy
to clear the
part.
shelves of all the American alcohol.
Yeah, you
And
should
apparently
stock
they already
up.
started with like Jack Daniels or something like that. If Cutwater, did you see? Can
Yeah.
we just let me
Lemon
talk
drop?
about my love for Cutwater, please? Canned alcohol, tequila. Have you tried it?
I've tried the rum one.
No, don't try the rum one. Try the tequila one.
Oh, I haven't tried the
So you
tequila
need
one.
to try that one. That's the best one. That's
I'll
the
try it.
strongest one.
Okay.
But there's like this new flavor, lemon drop martini. I
Okay.
need to start. I need to go. I didn't
Yeah.
even try it.
But is it Canadian?
No, it's not.
I heard
it's
so-
made
I
in
heard
Canada, but
it's
it's
made
a
in
U.S. product. So it's like
Oh.
even that, like even if it's like made in Canada, it's still gonna affect us.
don't know why he's
because
doing
it's
this
originally a
to
U.S.
us.
company. I don't know, and it's very very sad.
It's really, I don't know.
Especially if like you have a small business that and you sell or like you get your materials from
Yeah.
the US
It's
too,
really
like
affecting you.
it's gonna affect you firsthand.
Yeah.
And it sucks. But that's what we have to do. I mean, I get that Canada tried to like retaliate by saying like, okay, now you guys have 25% tariffs on all Canadian goods too, but it's not. We have a lot of natural sources or resources too.
yeah. Like the oil, all of
Lumber
the oil.
and stuff, but we do get a lot of our oil from the U.S. too.
But
we have a lot, but we also
Apparently,
import
we're like
a lot.
their biggest. Like, they get most of their oil from us, though.
I hope.
The crude
I
oil
freaking
or
hope
something. What's going
buying
on?
and
People
stuff.
can't find jobs. Like, people can't
don't
afford
fucking know,
life.
bro.
Like, it's a really depressing time. All I can really do is make my Nespresso in the morning.
And,
like,
hope for the best.
and
Like, let me just get through today.
I really
please.
can't think too hard about it because I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's so sad.
like the future is up in the air. Like, I get why people are leaving the country and just like going somewhere like completely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. It's just so depressing. Do you know what's been giving me joy though?
Shows.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna like transition like that because I'm like when you're like all I can do is watch or make my little espresso and watch my little show. That's all I can really do. Like
I've been really okay. So I finished Jersey Shore, like the earlier ones. I skipped season 6 because I heard season 6 wasn't that good.
yeah, Snooki's
was like-
pregnant and like she's not Snooki anymore because she's pregnant.
Yeah,
can't
but I started
drink.
watching the new one, like the current one from
Yeah,
season 1.
Family Vacation.
Love
What do you
it.
mean? No,
I love this one way
I
more.
hate that is my comfort show. I hate
It's a
that I
great
find
show.
comfort in chaos. I really hate that about myself. Love that show
Mike?
so much, and I love how it's back to back seasons.
Yeah.
because like when they're filming, they're already on to the next season.
Yeah.
Like so it's never ending
ends.
episodes.
And it's still going now, right?
yeah, it's still going.
Oh, I
with
love
me.
that. I love
No,
that.
you're gonna watch Angelina.
I'm at the
Like,
point where she comes back.
She's
But they kicked her out.
funny. Yeah,
No, it's hilarious.
I actually watched that all day. Do you know that? Like
Oh,
I'm
really?
mentally ill. Like actually mentally ill. Like I need a new show. So I watched The White Lotus.
Oh, I'm going to start that next.
Can you please start
Is
it?
it good?
It's so good.
heard
And
it's
like
really good.
once you get into it, like it's just a certain lore about it that really like makes you want to tune into the next
Yeah.
episode. Like
Yeah.
it's just really, really good.
Yeah.
And so yeah, the 3rd season's out. Watched the first 2, loved it. They had some like really great actresses on it too, like Aubrey Plaza was on it, and
really?
then the girl from Hairspray too, like the one. Do you know what I'm talking about? The one who does she do the bend and snap? Do you know the bend and snap?
Oh, what's her name again?
Yeah, really good show. I also watched Harlem. Do you watch Harlem with
No.
Megan Good?
No, is it good?
It's good. It's like okay, so it's like a show focused on like or surrounding 4 Black women, and one's queer, one's Megan Good, and she's like trying to like start a family, but she realizes she's actually infertile.
Oh shit, okay.
And then I don't want to like spoil it, but she does end up getting pregnant. Her whole situation is kind of weird. And then there's like a plus size Black girl on the show, and then there's a really successful like fashion designer on the show too. But like it's just it's a bunch of like they're really close friends too.
Right.
So like
It's like Insecure vibes?
yes, literally
Okay.
Insecure vibes.
I didn't hear a lot of like noise around Harlem. I heard about it.
Yeah,
but I
and then
didn't
I
hear a lot
finally
about it.
tuned in. I'm like, oh, it's a good show. What the fuck?
Oh,
why
really?
why are more people talking about Harlem? Let me know if you guys have watched it.
Mhm.
And like the last season was like 4 episodes, very short, or like 5 episodes.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Hmm.
It's a quick watch. But watch.
I'm like super tuned into Jersey Shore. That's bringing
No,
me
I
joy
really
right
hate
now.
it. I really hate it.
I wish you'd get into like Grey's Anatomy so we could talk about
need
it
to do
because
that. Yeah, I need
it
to
is
watch something
so
smart.
good. You have to get past like the first 3 episodes, 4
Yeah.
episodes because their acting is corny. It gives a little bit soap opera, a little bit, because the acting isn't like incredible, but once you're in,
Yeah.
you're locked in, sister. Like there's
Oh.
no coming out.
Really?
The key's gone, actually. I'm telling you.
No, I want to also get into Severance. Have you heard of that?
I've heard
Everyone's talking about Severance.
Everyone is talking about Severance. That's even
It's
you
a
know what,
new one,
guys?
too.
My advice to you is to just keep distracting yourself from reality. Cause fuck
Ignorance
whatever is going on.
So blissful.
I cannot even begin to look outside the window. I have to look at my screen. That's what I'm doing right now.
You know, I hate that I watch TV or watch a show whenever I'm doing anything. Like I bring the laptop with me when I'm washing.
I need
dishes,
multiple screens at
when
once.
I'm like
Not the laptop with you.
No, literally right beside me.
Yeah.
Even when I'm like washing
hate peace and
clothes
quiet.
or whatever. I hate it. I
Like,
need
I-
to
like-
always hear something.
Yeah.
from
I
them.
have a podcast on at all
Yeah.
times. I have a story going on.
I'm such
a
an
song.
iPad adult. Like,
Yeah, 100%.
so what do you want me to do? Just think? No.
To be honest, there's like never a quiet moment
Yeah.
in my life because I
Truly.
can't handle it.
Yeah.
It's too much. I think we should talk about our sex trafficking story.
Oh my God. No, we can absolutely talk about that. We are so dumb.
We're so dumb.
It's so funny. how
We've
stupid
been
we are.
really stupid for a lot of years in our life, to be honest. Okay, this is like a story we've been wanting to tell you. Like we totally forgot about it, and then
Yeah.
what did we talk?
We were just out one night and we're like, remember when we almost actually
Do you
got sex
remember
trafficked?
when we
It's
were
not funny,
almost
guys. It's actually
kidnapped?
not funny.
What it is like me and Shoshana, right? Like,
And if you're an OG viewer, you
know.
remember this
But
video.
that video has been taken
it's
down.
privated because
Yeah.
obviously he can actually I'm
Sue
like,
us.
he can literally not sue us. He's in the wrong. What the fuck? But he
But we
can
put
come
his
and kill
face out
us. He
there.
could put a hit on us. What do you mean? If he really wanted to, he can find us and kill us.
I hope so.
We put his face on the
But
thumbnail.
there was a lot of views on that video.
There was.
There was a lot of views on that video. And what kills me is that we were just doing this shit and my parents had not a fucking
Yeah,
clue.
we were
It was
right
in their
upstairs.
house.
We're so stupid.
We are so stupid.
So dumb.
And
So
we were
should
just-
we talk? And you know what? When we were on a brand trip in Tulum, Mexico, this other girl who's like a model and she was also a YouTuber, she even said she had the same experience
Jen,
with
right?
him. Yeah, Jen.
Yeah.
She's like, wait, was it like? And she mentioned
Yeah.
the name. We're like, yes. And the same thing happened to her. And luckily, she caught on early on
Yeah.
though. But I think she still sent like pictures of her like
Oh my
like
God.
stills, like in a bikini or whatever.
So pretty much, guys, we got this opportunity, and that's the thing. Like back in the day, it was harder to tell when things were fraudulent.
Yeah.
Now you know to check the email address. You can Google it. There's so many ways to not get frauded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And there was only like 2 ways to make money on social media. It was through YouTube
AdSense
or
and sponsorship.
AdSense sponsorships or IG, same thing.
Yeah.
No TikTok, okay?
Literally.
This is
So-
years ago.
So we would get so many emails through like coming in, giving us these crazy opportunities, and a lot of them really were like, yeah, if you post these couple videos, we'll give you $10,000. Like it wasn't that crazy. Like
Yeah.
we were getting offers like that. So one time we got this offer from a modeling agency among a lot of other modeling agencies that were emailing us at the time.
Yeah.
And this was offering us to come to like New York Fashion Week, and it was like
It was Maxwell or
It was
Maxim?
Maxim, which is like a very, again, fuck men, right? Like a very like a magazine for men, has like girls in bikinis. Maxim, it's like a very popular,
Maxim.
like
It's
millions
an
of
international
followers.
men's magazine.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like it's
Based in
millions
New York.
millions of followers, and it was based in New York, and it looked like it was coming from their office and everything. They offered us like to come fly out, and like they wanted to, you know, take photos of us for Maxim magazine, and we were like 20 or 21 at the time.
21.
We were babies, and we're like, oh my god, this is so crazy.
So amazing.
What an amazing opportunity.
I know.
And so they're like, perfect. So we start this email chain with them. Everything is going good. And they're like, okay, great. We're going to have you guys like audition for this. We just want to see like, they were going to cast us pretty much for this. And so they set up a time, and they're like, okay, we're going to do like, it's because it's Maxim. It's a bikini thing, right? We're like, yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, so some
1 + 1 is 2, right?
I mean, yeah.
Like, duh. So,
and it was like a whole bunch of back and forth. And when I tell you, this man was so crazy that he went into like every single detail. Like he had a signing 10-page contract that we read over, and it made sense.
Everything made sense. Like,
it really did. And like he was just like, send in your measurements, and like it's just everything that he said made sense. We probably still have the thread on our freaking emails.
It's because it's the same email.
Yeah, it's literally.
Is it there?
Here. It's maxim.magazine@usa.com. His name is Corey.
Oh my god!
Dead, guys. No, we literally had the thread.
Like, she is scrolling. Like, this is long.
And he even put the address of the actual like Maxim,
like the real
location in New York at the bottom. So this is like, we're saying this to be aware, really and truly, because I'm sure this guy, his name is Donovan Junius, and he still does this. I'm pretty sure he still does this till this day. And yeah, he's just like, I just saw your YouTube fashion haul video, and you have a very alluring and photogenic look. And you ever thought about modeling professionally? And we're like, yes, please.
Yes, actually, it's our dream.
And so he's like, we're doing a sponsor shoot with Venus Swimwear. I think the sponsor loves our ethnic features. Yeah, so funny.
We love that you guys are black.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh yeah, this is the turn of the century. This is when they're including black girls. Yeah. Perfect. We made it make sense.
Guys, he even made a fake like model release form for the Venus swimwear shoot.
He was so thorough.
And
that's the scariest part.
That's the scariest part, because he was doing this in his basement. Oh like, documenting, like making fake documents in his basement.
Okay, so guys, pretty much long story short,
we had an interview.
To the casting. Yeah, like it was a Zoom casting where he was like in this creepy fucking dark room, and he was just there. You couldn't really see his face. He had a hat on covering his eyes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then he was telling us to like model for him. Guys, we're so fucking stupid.
We're so stupid.
We really went on camera in
webcam in a bikini. And
this
we
was
just
probably
like
fucking touching himself.
Yeah, no, this is disgusting. He recorded the whole thing.
No,
obviously.
And he was telling us to turn around. He was telling us to walk, and so we were like literally following his instructions. Oh my god, we're so stupid. And then the plan was that
it's
he was
really just like pictures that we really post on Instagram. Like, it's a fucking
bikini. But
if you wanted to find that, he can go on our Instagram too. Like, it's the
he
fact
wanted to fly us out was the scary part.
That's what's scary. But do we even know that it would have gotten that far?
That we don't know. We
really just know that
the end goal was to have us go there. Because the thing is, what if his whole ploy is like, go on the casting, make them wait, then accept them, make them excited, then say, yeah, you're coming, and then actually fly us out.
I know.
And then
we didn't get that far.
Kidnap us and then kill us. Who knows?
We did not get that far.
Who fucking knows? And anyway, we did digging on him. Like, we found, like, I don't know how we did it.
But you showed Aziza. You showed Aziza the email and the thread, and she took one look at the domain.
She said, "Bitches,
She's
you
like,
gue's are fucking
so
stupid."
She's like, "This is so fake." It's because it's maxim.magazine@usa.com.
What the
domain would read maxim.com.
Yeah,
if anything, right?
And that's
or
like
the agency.
Everyone needs to know that.
Anytime you get
a brand,
a brand deal, or sponsorship
have their own
opportunity.
Email domain,
if you're not a serious business, it's gmail.com. But if you are, if they're legit, they have to have their name on the domain.
Maxim, a place that has been going on forever, a whole ass magazine, definitely has their own domain.
What do you mean? So we, at that point, like when we caught him, when Aziza was like, this is obviously fake, I think you and Aziza literally started snooping and did a great job at,
we found him on Facebook.
We found his wife. You even did a criminal background check. Like, you guys paid to do a criminal background check on him.
Found his whole shit.
And he was a predator.
He's a predator, but guys, he runs a huge church.
Yeah.
In like Texas.
Yeah.
Like, he is like a pastor with children, a wife. We're like, what? So then we exposed him. We made a whole ass video about how, like, we were tricked and how he preyed on like two 20-year-olds.
And like, we even recorded the conversation on webcam with him. And we can really watch this video back, but maybe we'll put it on our Patreon when we finally make
do
one.
it.
The whole video was actually so funny because
Yeah.
we introed the video with that webcam call
Oh my God.
and him getting caught, and then he hung up.
Yeah.
Because we're like trying to
We know what the fuck
we
you're
knew
doing.
we knew what was up, and he
Yeah.
knew that we knew what was up, so he like scurried and like signed off. And it was funny.
my God.
50
We
at
were
that
getting
point.
bigger. We were getting more attention, and like somebody with like who's doing this on their own doesn't have somebody to really talk to it about. Like, who knows if he's actually trafficked girls, especially someone who
Yeah.
works in a church, like who has like a giant space or access to cars or access. You know what I mean? Like. It's just so scary to think about.
It's
how
so
stupid we
scary
were.
because if he's a pastor at a church, like there are little kids that go there all the time and like younger girls
And we
that go
looked
there.
so young. Like
we did.
What, like
so
us at 20,
he
like,
was probably preying on all these young girls.
For
Like
sure.
we were definitely not the first or last.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
My memory is so fuzzy around that, but like I would love to rewatch that video.
it's privated. You can watch
Yeah,
it.
I'm gonna
It's
watch that
crazy.
video.
It's actually a crazy video.
It's hilarious.
Why do we live a million lives? Like why?
And
what the hell?
It's just so funny because like as much as
We
my
could have avoided
parents
it.
were up my ass,
Yeah.
like they had no clue what the fuck we were doing. Whole time talking to an entire predator.
Yeah.
Like sending him voluntarily
think-
sending him bikini photos.
I don't think that we would have flew to New York. I don't think so.
Honestly, I can't really say that with confidence. Like I'm not too sure.
I don't know if it would have
the
gone that far.
The thing is, to me though, it's like if he actually went ahead and got us
And
tickets,
bought
that would have been
tickets.
like, wow, there's no way this is fake.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I can see us rationalizing it, but I know we would have gone together,
Yeah.
and I know we would have run out. Like I like
No,
if we were alone,
have escaped the sex trafficking.
yeah, and come back with a
situation
different
and come back
story.
with a story
Yeah.
time. That's what
But
would have happened.
definitely, like it's just so funny. Like
Are we stupid?
no,
Like,
100%.
What the fuck?
We're not stupid. We're 20. Like we're babies. Like how many
Yeah.
things do you like? I can,
And we were naive to the industry too. That's a big thing too.
naive to a new industry. Like
Yeah.
the industry itself is new, so we don't know what's going on. This is like people go through modeling, like through a casting, through an agent, through all this
Yeah.
stuff. We were doing it on our own, so we didn't know any better, and we were stupid on top of that. Like naturally, very dumb girls. Like
And eager and excited. All right,
Okay.
so guys, enough yapping.
That was
we hope
long.
you guys enjoyed that. I hope that was long enough.
somebody commented, like, can you guys just like almost
Shut
they said
up.
shut the fuck up?
I
Actually,
just read "Am I the a-hole?" But like,
this is just not the
no,
podcast.
This is
for
the fun
you.
part of the podcast, guys.
We
the
have to
yapping.
yap. We've been
Yeah.
waiting all week to yap.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
And now let's get into
Cue the commentary. Am I the asshole for refusing to go to my friend's boyfriend's party after she demanded to approve my outfit? This is crazy.
Okay, Miss Policeman or
Okay,
Policewoman, like what
yeah.
the hell?
My 29 female friend, Kate, 28, has a boyfriend, Jamie, 29, whom she's been with for nearly 3 years. We met Jamie on a night out, and I would say that although he's Kate's boyfriend, I consider him a friend. We share an interest in a particular sport that we text about sometimes, and if I have a spare hospitality ticket to one of my sporting fixtures, I'll invite Jamie to go. Jamie's 30th is coming up, and Jamie and Kate planned a big party, and I peripherally helped out with the logistics when asked. A few days ago, Kate texted me. She asked if I wouldn't mind toning down my look for the party and if I could send her a picture of what I was planning to wear. I asked her what this meant, and after asking several times if she really had to say it, she asked if I could dress, and this is verbatim, basically what I would consider frumpy, because she really didn't want to be outshone at her own boyfriend's birthday party.
That's crazy.
When I didn't reply right away, she went on to say that she wanted Jamie's full attention that night, which she wouldn't get if I showed up dressed properly. I was a bit annoyed by what she was implying, so I said if I was going to be so much of a concern for her, I'd rather just politely decline the invitation. Kate freaked out by saying I was being immature by not coming just because I couldn't steal the spotlight. I said it wasn't about that. It was about her making me responsible for whether or not I draw her boyfriend's attention, which is something I've never tried to do nor done as far as I'm aware. It was really important to Jamie that she stand out because his friends and colleagues would be there. I just told her again if she was so worried I was going to be distracting everyone, I'd rather just not come than feel humiliated from now until the event. I said I would send her Jamie's gift and she could tell him why I wasn't coming. I guess she didn't tell him the reason because Jamie messaged me saying he knows I'm booked the night of the party, but he'd really like it if I could be there and asked if I could reorganize so I can come. I hadn't replied, but I got a message from Kate saying she knows Jamie's trying to get me to come and please could I just put my pride aside and come to the party. I asked if she was going to ditch the outfit policing, but she said no, so I said I'm still not coming. She didn't reply, but I've since received a couple texts from mutual friends saying that while her request is ridiculous, Kate is aware that she's just desperate to be seen a certain way, and even if it's pathetic, I would probably feel the same way if I was in her shoes. Other friends who I've told who don't know Kate say I should not bow to her pressure and that she's nuts for even asking, and I don't disagree. But I also feel bad skipping the party when it's Jamie's birthday and he asked specifically that I came. So should I be going?
Nah. I really don't appreciate her friends. Is her name Katie, the girl who's jealous?
Yeah.
Kate. Her friends, their mutual friends siding with her.
Yeah, saying like, yeah, she's pathetic, but like...
Yeah, like, they're like kind of used to, I guess, Kate getting what she wants or whatever, you know? Like, that's how you know, like, you just need unbiased opinions in these types of situations of people who don't know, like, the other party to see if this person's being crazy. Because that is so obviously, she's so out of line for that.
Yeah.
Deliberately asking someone, can you come in a frumpy outfit, please? Because I don't want you to outshine me. Tell me you're insecure as fuck without telling me you're insecure as fuck. Please.
And it's like, sorry you feel that way, but I have like no interest to be a part of this. I'm just not gonna come.
I don't want your man either.
I don't want your man. And it seems like I'm kind of confused because it seems like she has almost like an equal relationship with Kate and the boyfriend. Like she's friends with both of them. Because if it was just a friend of mine, I cannot imagine my boyfriend being like, can she please come? Like, do you know what I mean? Like going out of their way to message them and be like, I know you're busy, but can you like please try to come? Like they must be good
She
friends.
did mention that they have like common
they have their
like,
own relationship
sports
as well.
Or whatever. Yeah. Like they have something in common that they built their friendship on. And like she gave him tickets to go watch the game or something like that. So that's probably why he wants her to come. But
she's really friends with both of them. Yeah. And he really did want her to come. So Kate needs to wake up either to her own insecurities. Yeah. Or maybe she feels insecure for a reason. Maybe like this girl is not even aware of things that Jamie has said about her to Kate to make her feel insecure, for her to be like this out of line to ask someone to be like, can you like look bad? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so maybe she's not fully like, maybe she doesn't understand completely where Kate is coming from because they're 28, 29, 30. Like they are.
That's grown. This sounds like something in high school. Like
yeah, they're grown. So I'm thinking that either Kate seriously has issues, doesn't understand, like you can't tell people that, or Jamie has made her feel insecure about this one friend to the point where she feels like it's okay for her to ask this. Either way, Kate has some thinking to do. Yeah. And it has nothing to do with you. And if you truly have no interest in Jamie and like Jamie's just a friend to you, like, yeah, just don't go. Like, what the fuck? Like, who cares? Yeah. You know?
But how does that friendship even continue? That's weird as fuck. So
that's what I'm saying. Like Kate, whatever her name is.
Insecure? Like, are you envious of me? Like, what?
I think she's probably envious.
Or jealous. She's jealous. Yeah. So I recently did research on like difference between envy and jealousy because I'm like, what the fuck is the difference? Because they're so interchangeable, but they're actually not. Envious is like, you can be positively envious of like someone if they drive a nice car or whatever. Oh, really? And you want what they have, or like you can aspire to have what they have, right? Okay. Jealousy is being worried that something of yours can be taken. So like in relationships or whatever, you like in this scenario, she's jealous that she might take her man.
I think that's exactly what it is.
So she's definitely jealous of her.
She's definitely jealous of her, and she's feeling like insecure. But I want to give Kate the benefit of the doubt and blame Jamie. Sorry. I feel like there might be some backstory to this as to why she feels this way, but regardless, as a grown woman,
actually regardless, coming out the gate and saying don't look nice without, for her, like think about in her position.
Yeah, think about
her
how crazy you sound.
No, like hello, like not knowing her position, like just coming out the gate and saying look ugly when like, you come to my boyfriend's party.
Can I okay your outfit? Bitch, what? I was gonna plan my outfit the day of. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know. Like, you don't think crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no.
And you can try to, and that's the real thing. You can try to play somebody down. You can try to tell them not to look nice. But if somebody has an aura, if somebody has like good vibes, she'll come in a garbage bag and still outshine you. Still, yeah. Do you know what I mean? So it's never that. And you trying to take control of the situation. Like she has issues. You have to deal with those issues. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Am I the a-hole for kicking my sister and her newborn out because she keeps calling my dog dirty? So my sister, 32 female, just had a baby and needed a place to stay for a few months. I agreed because, you know, family. The only issue, I have a golden retriever, Max, who is my baby. He's well-groomed, trained, and literally the sweetest dog ever. From the second she moved in, she started making snide comments about how dirty he is, saying things like, dogs don't belong inside, especially near a newborn. He's covered in germs. I don't want my baby getting sick. Can you lock him in a room when we're in the living room? I tried to compromise by keeping him out of the nursery, but that wasn't enough. She wanted me to keep him out the house entirely. She even went as far as spraying disinfectant on my couch where he sleeps. The final straw, I caught her kicking Max away with her foot when he came near the baby's playmat. I lost it. I told her if she has such a problem with my dirty dog, she can find another place to stay. She freaked out, called me heartless for prioritizing a dog over her and the baby, and left crying. Now my parents are furious, saying I should have been more accommodating. Am I the a-hole for kicking my sister out over this?
Okay, wait. I am so curious to see what the people are saying, because I'm going to say that you are the asshole.
When I saw her kick Max, and I didn't mean a little nudge, I meant she kicked him.
Okay.
Thanks for making me realize I'm not the asshole. So,
okay, so people are saying
my
she's
dog
not
will
the
earn
asshole.
you a broken fucking leg. I would be physically attacking the person who assaulted my dog, even though that's her sister and her nephew.
Okay, wait, hold on.
So people are on her side.
Yeah, wait, don't read it yet, because I was gonna say she is the asshole. Because okay, I get it, but I have a real issue with people who prioritize pets over humans. Like, I have a serious, like, something is wrong with you. I understand your dog means a lot to you. I understand dogs are almost people.
Yeah.
But if your sister comes with a newborn, she's having issues, and she's like, "Can I stay with you for a couple months?" Isn't it common sense that yes, your dog, who might be well groomed, should stay away from a newborn?
But it's a golden retriever.
So it's a dog.
They're so gentle. What are they gonna do?
No,
to
but
the
sister was saying, like, the germs of a dog shouldn't be beside a newborn.
But I think, like, initially, okay, like, you can put the dog in the room and stuff,
Yeah.
but saying I don't want it in the house.
Yeah, I think that's
girl,
a bit.
get out of my house.
Yeah.
I mean, my dog's not gonna sleep outside. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
No, I don't think
you
they should
know?
sleep outside. But her putting disinfectant on the couch, I don't think that's that crazy. It's like, yeah, what if I'm changing the baby on the couch? Can't I
Yeah.
clean the couch up a little bit? Like, why are you offended by that? So people are saying she's not the asshole.
Yeah, people are saying she's not the only for kicking the damn dog. Like, why did you fucking kick the dog?
Kicking the
Like,
dog is too much. You should never kick. Don't
animal.
hurt
Don't
an animal.
abuse an animal.
Yeah, don't abuse an animal. That's crazy. Especially like when you think no one's watching. That would piss me off, because like, hey, what else have you done to this dog?
Yeah. No, I get her concerns. Like, I get the sisters with the newborn concern, but like, I think she's asking for a lot when she says take the dog outside, and
Yeah.
like, just her little remarks as if it's not a dog that needs, like, you know, affection and like attention. And how long are you planning to stay there?
Yeah, she
for
said
months?
a few months. Yeah,
Like that. Sorry, that's the dog's house first.
Yeah.
He was here first. What do
Yeah.
you mean? But no, I completely agree with you with like people who prioritize
Do
the
you know what I
dog's
mean?
needs
Over,
a
like, a
dog
baby?
versus like, I know, over a baby, or even like other people. Like, when I'm scared of a dog, I'm scared of a dog. I don't care if
No.
your dog is well trained or it never bit anyone. If I'm terrified,
yeah.
contain your fucking dog,
For
please.
real. No, I
Like,
really think there's like a humanity
doesn't
issue
bite. I don't
with
care.
certain people where they like actually care about a dog's life more
Yeah.
than a person's life. Like, I've seen it so many times with like true crime stories and like tragedies where it's like people are like, oh my god, it's so sad that people died, but God forbid the dog died.
Yeah.
They're like, oh my god, that poor
Because
dog.
they just see like a helpless creature. That's when they see
I
dog or
totally
pets
get
or anything,
that.
but
I
it's-
totally get that, but
they can't
you
be
can
crazy.
never tell me, and maybe that's like my African roots, that like a dog's life is even close to a human's life.
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
absolutely.
I truly think it's like a humanity. Like, there's something morally incorrect inside of you if you look at a dog and you're like, I think I would save the dog before I would save the person.
No, that's crazy to even think about.
But
Okay,
people say that,
if it's your dog,
even if it's your dog.
if it's your dog and a complete stranger, I would have to go with my dog.
No, I can look at, I don't know. I've never had a dog.
Yeah.
But I can never look at, even if it's my dog, I think
Or
that
my
like,
cat even.
so you would save your cat versus a
You
stranger.
asked me this before. Yes, I would. Because I don't know that stranger. I'm sorry. My cat has been with me for 7+ years. That's my girl. Like, I'm
I get
sorry.
that. I do
People
get
die
that.
every day, and it's out of my control. But what's in my control is whether or not I can save my cat.
So if there was a fire
Yeah.
in a house and one of your cats
Where
was
is
in-
my girl?
one of your cats
the
is
way
in
I
there,
would run for my fucking cat.
and then you just see like another woman, like a 35-year-old woman in there, and so you would say, you can go ahead and burn and die. Let me go get that cat. Because I think to me, like,
yes,
I like, as much as I would
go get my cat.
I would really, I don't know. I think I would yeah, I think I'd sacrifice.
I think you would.
I love my cat, but like, just like, I'm sorry, like that is a person. That's probably
If it's
somebody's
someone I
mother.
know,
even if it's not somebody I know,
that's different.
even if it's not somebody I know, like that's someone's mother, that's somebody's sister, that's somebody's daughter, that's somebody's person. That's like, that's a human being. I'm sorry. Like,
but you know what
I
I'm
would
thinking about?
What?
The afterwards of it all. Like, I feel like I would feel very guilty if I didn't save my cat.
I get
But
that too.
I would feel guilty for the human being, but what would affect me more in my day-to-day life?
No, you're right. You're right.
My cat, like, dang, where the fuck is my cat, bro? Like, that's my pet.
I'm even thinking about that right now. I would be like, I would really think of it like, I would mourn my cat so hard because I love Samby so bad.
Yeah.
But I would be like, thank you for the time I had with you. And like, I love you so much and you've given me so much support. But you're a cat.
I guess.
I'm sorry, like I can't.
I totally get
Do you know
your
what I'm saying? Like
perspective.
I just can't. Like you
I
can
guess I
never
just-
convince me, even if it was like a old stinky like homeless man on the street.
No, I get it.
I'm
It's a
saving the
human
homeless
being.
man on the street before I'm
And I
saving
might
a
sound
cat.
crazy to a lot of people. I'm sorry. But
Yeah,
that's just me.
yeah. I think that sounds crazy because I think it's like. Sorry, it's a
human
human.
being.
It's a human being.
I get where you're
Like
coming
it's a
from.
human being. Like at the end of the day, my cat's death will affect me
more
more than
the
that
human,
person that I
'cause
don't know.
People die every day,
And you never
that's
know about
my-
it.
That's my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know this person.
Yeah.
Doesn't
No, I
affect
don't
me.
think you're wrong. Like I think a lot of people.
And if I had a dog, fuck yeah, I'm saving
Yeah.
my dog because dogs are way more like you're way more attached to
even-
dog. That's my fucking
yeah,
dog.
You're
What do you
even
mean?
more of a person than
yeah,
the cat.
like
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck? Let us know in the
Then
comments.
what do you
below.
think? Yeah,
If
like
you guys have pets, dog, cat,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Would you go in and save your dog or cat or a complete stranger that like you don't even know?
I always think about my mom when she
you
tells-
told me the story.
It's just so funny to
And
me
it's
because it's
so
like
true.
I don't know why that like opened my mind so much.
no, it's so
when she
so
told
true
me
because
that story.
you watch video. Even when you go to Ethiopia, there's stray dogs walking, stray cats.
No,
they get kicked.
have I told
to
this
the side,
on,
like
on
all
the
the time?
podcast already?
I think no, I don't think you have.
So my mom, when she first came to the country, she always talks about like the first time she's ever been in a grocery store, and when she saw an entire aisle dedicated to pets, she's like, "I have never been like so offended." Like she was
Really?
like, no,
There's
she was like,
people-
I
there's
was.
humans starving.
She's like,
out
the country
there.
I just came from.
Uh-huh.
There's people on the street dying, begging, starving for food, and y'all have this entire fucking aisle for these fucking dogs.
It gets worse.
And-
There's entire pet stores.
Oh,
when
humongous.
she finds out about
50,000
when she found
square
out
feet.
about the pet
What do you
stores,
mean?
she's like, wow.
Yeah, so but like I think now obviously she's Canadianized,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
knows,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
at the time she couldn't wrap her
No,
mind
it's so funny.
around that, and I just can't even imagine like my young mother in her like early 20s, like the culture shock of that.
That is true culture
Do you know
shock.
you know what I mean? It's
That
like,
is true culture
Where
shock.
have I landed?
Yeah.
Where am I?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Bird
so,
food.
No.
It's the small animals for me, like
the birds,
mouse
the
food,
gerbil
like,
food.
What the fuck? Hamster food, bitch. Bye.
And I don't know, maybe I sound crazy. Maybe I'm the one who
Perhaps.
sounds like you wouldn't save your own cat. Like I don't know.
I want to know people's opinions on
That's
this.
what I'm saying, because it's like I really like I love her so much, and I was literally yesterday I was looking at her and I started tearing up because I'm like
What?
I literally like she has brought me so much joy.
Yeah, that's what
And
they do.
so like, and when she knows I'm stressed, it's like she comes and she like purrs on my chest, like she's
they're
like
very intuitive.
she's so intuitive, and she's like always following me around. She's really my girl. Like she
Yeah,
comes
girl,
with
she's
me
your shadow. What do you
everywhere.
mean?
But it's like at the end of the day, it's a cat.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
but it's your cat. It's not just a cat.
And honestly, you could
It's
really say
your
it like you could really say it like I'm actually prioritizing me, a human.
yeah,
My
I guess.
happiness.
It's
versus
my
that
happiness
person's
over
life,
theirs. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you could rationalize it that way
Uh-huh.
too. But
I think it sounded way more crazy to you when you asked me before you had a cat, like before you actually
Yeah.
had a loving cat. You know, you
Yeah.
were probably like, "Oh, this girl's insane."
yeah, definitely.
So yeah, people are on the dog side.
The thing is,
Obviously,
for this one though, I kind of understand because it's like you are not staying there for short term. You're
Yeah.
staying there long term. You said a few months.
Mhm.
So you have to learn how to live with the dog because
Yeah.
one, people have dogs all the time when they have babies. Like your baby will be fine.
That's a perspective I'm coming from too.
You know,
'Cause,
it's like,
I
it's not like dogs are
I see it all the
completely-
time.
No, people come home.
Yeah,
with
even
their
it builds
two
immunity.
Yeah,
for the baby, just
like,
saying.
I think she's also being really dramatic.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, yeah, I do take it back. I don't think she's the asshole, but I do think there's something wrong with people who prioritize animal life over human life.
I think there can be a common understanding of like the dog being in the baby's face and stuff like that.
fair.
You can kick your dog out of the way for that.
Don't lick the baby's face.
Yeah.
Fine.
But like to be in the same room, like just have the dog in another corner. Like it doesn't need to be locked up in a room. I think that's unfair.
Or like in another house, like
That's
or outside.
crazy. Outside
That's not
is
nice.
insane.
Am I the asshole for implying my friends are being cheap over my wedding?
We literally just talked about this topic too.
Yeah. Okay. Throwaway because I know my friends use Reddit. I, 38 female, am marrying my fiance, 38 male, next year. I'm the last of my friends to get married, and honestly, I'd made peace with being single and getting a dog before I met my fiance. I'm part of a group of 6 girlfriends who have all known each other since college. We've been through everything together. Breakups, holidays, weddings, babies, promotions. When I told them, right? So cute. When I told them I got engaged, they seemed happy and sent me congratulations messages. But when everyone else got engaged, they threw them parties or went out for dinner to celebrate, and they didn't in my case. I gave them nearly a year's notice on my bachelorette party, which I'm keeping low-key as I don't want a big thing. We're going for dinner and drinks at one of my favorite restaurants in our city. However, slowly all of my friends have been dropping out, saying that they can't get a babysitter or they have to work late or they're on a work trip. So I gave them nearly a year's notice on my bachelorette party, which I'm keeping low-key as I don't want a big thing. We're going for dinner and drinks at one of my favorite restaurants in our city. However, slowly all of my friends have been dropping out, saying that they can't get a babysitter or they have to work late or they're on a work trip. I've obviously invited them all to the wedding as well, which again is a small affair, and one has already messaged the group chat saying she's not sure she can get a babysitter for that day. My wedding is months away, and I'm finding it really hard to believe that she knows that far in advance. 2 others have also said they're not going to stay for the reception as they will be tired by then.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Here's where I may be the asshole. The straw that broke the camel's back was when I sent the link to the registry. My fiance and I already have a house together, so we're asking for mostly small things. Nothing goes beyond $50, and we're delighted with anything that anyone chooses to buy us. They sent a message into the chat saying they're going to band together to get me an air fryer as a group gift. It costs $40. So I was a bit surprised that they seem to be chipping in about $8 each. Over the years, I must have spent thousands of dollars on their weddings, 2 of which were overseas. God. I have attended dinners and brunches to celebrate their job promotions and bought them gifts for their babies, all the while feeling terrible about myself watching my friends celebrate the happiness I never thought I'd get. I sent a message just asking for clarification if it was all of them buying it together, and one replied asking if I was calling them cheap, and then there has been dead silence since. That really wasn't my intention, but it really feels like because I'm the last, they're just over having to do these events, and it's really feeding into my insecurity at getting married so late. But they do have legitimate reasons for these things, and they all have lives and kids, and maybe not as much money as we once did when we were younger, and maybe I'm just letting my insecurities get in the way. So Reddit, am I the asshole?
Nah, you have every right to feel the way that you feel. And it's her first time getting married, right? Like, I would think of it differently if it's like, if she's on her second marriage or whatever. But like, this is your first time. We are all experiencing life for the first time. And it doesn't matter at what age anything happens to you. Like, as a friend, like that has been there for you, or a friend group that has been there for you since college, you should like be very considerate of her and what she's done for you. Yeah. And trying at least to get to the gift part. Like, what do you mean? Coming together $40? For a $40 air fryer is crazy. Yes, I'm calling you out on being cheap. Sorry, you are.
That is so crazy.
Absolutely.
In fact, your friends hate you.
I think they do hate you.
They hate you,
or they don't
so
value your
much.
Relationship at all. They don't care.
I'm sure they have a separate group chat without you in it. This is giving like, it's, I think, more insulting. Yeah. To give me an $8 gift.
A group gift is crazy. Yeah, sorry.
As a group gift?
If it's not a fucking like, I don't even know, like a freaking spa trip, or like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what I mean? Like if it
something
was like,
valuable. Yeah. $40 is crazy.
For 5 people to band together to put together $8, you guys cannot, that's like a coffee. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't, like,
it's important. Just give me a Tim Hortons gift card at this point. Dunkin' Donuts, if you will.
No,
like,
I think, no, she truly, these people are not your friends. They hate you. They're not happy.
They could really not like her.
No, no. This is 100% they don't like her.
And you know what it could be? It could be that whole, like, mommy, wife, like, bond that they all have that she didn't have, that maybe that made them grow closer to each other, but she just kept getting like excluded, you know, or pushed further and further to the point where like they don't like her anymore, or like
that's fair.
Aren't as close
that's
to
very
her.
fair, but to me this is violent. This is violently
violent disrespect.
This is disrespectful. Like, you don't have to be disrespectful.
At your big fucking age.
No.
You've been to enough weddings at this point. You had your own.
And just the fact
how would you
that
feel?
she did all that for them.
Yeah. That's crazy.
This is beyond. Like, they really don't like her. And like, even the fact, like, her saying like, I don't think I can get a babysitter, like, and this is months in advance. Are you sure? Did you that to me it's like, I don't want to
Sounds like
come.
an excuse.
No, it says I don't want to come. But okay, update. Hi everyone. I didn't think I'd have an update to give, but I wanted to repay everyone's kindness. Some people said some really lovely and helpful things. First off, I wanted to clarify a few questions that were asked. I didn't care at all what they bought us as a gift. I didn't care if they got us a gift at all. It was never about the air fryer. I really wasn't calling them cheap. I was just clarifying if it was coming from all of them. I also didn't ask if they were getting us a gift. They brought this up themselves. I couldn't put my finger on why it made me feel a bit weird. I think the word I was searching for was disrespect. Someone said an $8 gift is worse than no gift. And I think that's the heart of it. Yeah. The money issue came up as well. Sorry. As far as I know, all of my friends are fairly solvent. We all work in the financial field, mostly as accountants. 3 are very senior in their firms, and all of their husbands have good jobs. But we never discuss money, and I know kids and the cost of living is high at the moment, so I never want to assume anyone's financial status, but everyone seems okay. Yeah. The other issue was a lot of people asked how often we see each other, and the answer is quite regularly. We made a pact years ago to meet up at least once a month, no matter how crazy life gets, and we've mostly been able to stick to that. The 6 of us usually meet for Sunday. Hold on, sorry. 6 of us usually meet for Sunday brunch. Apart from that, I live in the same neighborhood as 2 of them, so we do dinner occasionally, and parties for their kids, etc. are a must. The last question was, my wedding isn't child-free and is in our city. I love kids, and my friends' kids are surrogate nieces and nephews to me, and they're all invited. The friend who said she couldn't get childcare said she didn't want to bring her kids because she said weddings are easier without them. Lastly, some suggested that they don't like my fiance. They've never given me that impression. Everyone seems to get along well enough. They've known him for 2 years, and he occasionally goes golfing with some of their husbands. Now on to the update. Reading the comments was like having cold water thrown over me. I've never considered myself the outsider friend, but a lot of people suggested that I was, and it really threw me and got me really overwhelmed. What I thought. Yeah. I didn't send any message to the group chat, even though lots of commenters gave me really good suggestions about what to write, and I withdrew into myself until my fiance prissed it out of me. And I told him what was wrong. I showed him the post, and he got super quiet and really, really angry. He asked me if I'd spoken to them about this, and I said no. He started to call them individually and read them the riot act. He called them $8 assholes and said he would be sending them an itemized list of the thousands of dollars I'd spent on them over the years. He called bullshit on the one who said she couldn't get a babysitter, and she indeed said she was sick of having to go to the same boring wedding over and over, and yours won't be any different. And he lost it at her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he got it out of her. I hate the idea of him fighting my battles for me, so I asked him to stop after the 3rd person. I sent a message into the group chat asking if we could all speak as a group, and the 3 he called sent voice messages saying that my fiance was a psycho and that they wouldn't be speaking to me anymore. I just felt really tired and defeated, so I sent a message saying that if they didn't want to be my friend anymore, that was fine, and to consider their invitation withdrawn to the bachelorette and wedding. No one has replied, so I guess we're done. I suppose I'm better off, but I don't feel that way. I just feel numb and sad. They've been such a big part of my life for so long, and I really feel the loss, and I'm so sad I won't see their kids anymore. Some of them refer to me as auntie, and it's making me cry that I won't see them grow up. My fiance has apologized for rushing in and for not asking me how I wanted to handle it, and I've accepted. We're good, and I'm looking forward to our life together. I mostly wanted to say thank you to the kind Redditors that showed me the light, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I suspected.
No, but it's also like they don't like her.
They don't like her too.
They don't care about her at all. They're not happy
Yeah.
for her happiness. They could not care to come to the wedding themselves. And
That is so crazy.
it's sad that she didn't see that for a very long time, but it's nice that she has a fiance who really felt
And
for her.
stood up for
And
her.
stood up for her.
Because maybe she was like kind of blind to how disrespectful they were
maybe
throughout
it's
their
been-
whole friendship.
It's been going
even
on for
since
years
college,
too.
maybe.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes
Yeah.
you just get acclimated to how people treat you, and you're just like, okay with it,
and you're just like, yeah, you accept that's the way they are.
yeah,
like, this
and you
is
get used to a
our
dynamic.
and you think it's okay
It's
until
really
someone
not.
else points it out, and you're just like, oh, you
Like
know
she
what?
said, she got
didn't see it
cold
that way.
water thrown on her face
Yeah.
because maybe she's been like, so deep in like, and that's the thing too, abuse comes in friendships too. Like, people don't even realize, like, emotional abuse is so real in friendships where it's like,
Sorry.
know what?
I was gonna say because she knew them for so long, like she's like, these are my girls. Like, why?
It's okay. They don't mean bad.
You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. It's like, you want community and friendship and all these things. And it looks like she kind of back to what we were saying, because we wanted to talk about this too. There was like a really interesting
TikTok.
On TikTok, where people are saying like, we've like got to this point on TikTok where people are so like, they feel like nobody owes anybody anything. Like you don't, like your friend, like you don't want to be inconvenienced ever. It's like, how dare somebody ask you to do this? How dare somebody take your time from this, whatever. Even like small exchanges that you have on the road. Like people don't even want to talk to like the cash register person or like anything, because it's like, don't waste my time.
Yeah.
Where are you in a rush going to? Where are you going? You know what I mean? Like everything, I think social media has been like programming our brains to be like isolated,
individual creatures.
Yeah, and especially when you find good friends, because honestly, like I get a very Miskeen vibe off this girl who wrote in, and it seems like she probably was a really good friend, especially if she says that she's been spending thousands of dollars at
supporting
their wedding,
them,
supporting
being
them,
close with their kids.
Yeah, like being called aunties, like celebrating promotions and just like other milestones in life, but realizing that that's not always reciprocated.
Yeah, his point was like, being annoyed is the price you pay for community.
Yeah.
And even in the reverse, like being alone is the price you pay for like being content.
Yeah,
or like
for like having no
like,
annoyance.
Yeah.
Like you like
for living a stress-free life.
Yeah,
basically.
if you but you know what?
But then you're lonely.
But that's what they're saying. Like the whole idea of community, it's like it gets annoying because like like they might ask you for a ride to the airport. Like that whole argument about like that kind of thing. It's like, should you ask your friend for a ride to the airport or is that too much?
And that's how you know that's your real friend.
Yeah,
if they come and pick you up from the airport or drop you to the airport, that is your good friend.
That's a friend.
That is a good friend.
And it's like, I think a lot of people don't want to ask that because they don't want to be an inconvenience, because we know it's like, it is annoying to drive. You know,
and it even tied into like a bigger issue. I don't even know if I sent you this TikTok of like, corporations don't want community because like obviously Uber, Lyft, whatever would thrive, or even taxi business would thrive off of them using their business, or even train services or whatever, versus calling a friend or a family member to come pick you up.
Absolutely.
And even like hotels and stuff like that, like or Airbnbs, they would not thrive because, you know, we can call a friend and ask to sleep on their couch or whatever if we did have community.
I think it's like there's a very fine line. I do think like with the new rise of like of people like of social media, even I think we've recognized how important boundaries are. Because like I do think like asking to spend the night or like stay at a place, like I do think that could get messy. Something like an airport ride, not bad. But like if you know the friend, if you know like I like my place a certain way, I don't, you know what I mean? Like
I know that
you have to know
really
you
messy.
have to know yourself too, but like also you have to, I think it's like give and take. Like you have to be annoyed a little bit if you do want people in your life, because people are annoying.
That's the thing.
What it is. It's just
that
what it is.
And I hate that. I feel like I've definitely become way too comfortable at being alone and like choosing peace over community. But like, I don't know, some people are also okay with being close with their family and having like 3 friends, and that's me. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Don't think that's always bad. No, I don't think community necessarily needs to be big either.
Yeah, but sometimes we'll look at like people who have like giant friend groups or girl groups, and we'll like, you know, think that's actually an amazing thing, and like that they can plan group trips together, show up for each other's birthdays, and like have galentines and stuff like that. And it is a beautiful thing. But it's not always what it seems like. What you see on Instagram when you see them together and like all smiling in the picture, but real life they hate each other, like talking shit about each other. Like
I don't have energy for that kind of inconvenience. I would love to have a big group of friends that, but I feel,
but the thing is they still hang out with each other. So I'm like, is this it? Is this the annoyance that that comes with community? I don't know. There are some like friendships where like, or friend groups where it's like less fake, you know, but I feel like a majority aren't like that. A majority are fake, and they don't actually get along, but they still keep up with the friendship. And I don't know why.
I do think like you can, I do think that is part of friend groups, like big friend groups. Like, you will have disagreements and you will not like always how people are, and you kind of accept them for what it is and you keep them at distances. And like friend groups will have their own dynamics within the friend group where it's like these two are closer together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I do think that's normal.
Yeah.
Because at least you have like people around you. So maybe it is.
Maybe.
I don't know, because I also don't have.
But as a society, we're just all
we're very
becoming
individual.
less and less together.
Which I don't like. I would like,
No.
I love the idea because it's like, yeah, when I think about when it's time for me to have a wedding, I'm like, girl, I'm gonna have about 2 people beside me for real. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have like this huge village, and I always do want to make more friends, and I always do want to go and like meet more people, but I am really content with like the few like quality people that I have very close to me. You know?
And I'm very picky too.
That's what it is too. I have like very low tolerance for like people being like,
And you realize how crazy people really are. Like,
Bro,
that's
should
the
we
thing.
talk
Like,
about
I don't
mental
even
illness
know.
again?
Like, I
should
don't
we
even
bring
know
it
if I
up?
want to be your friend. Like, are you
people are
sane?
crazy.
It is so peaceful.
It is
Just you and a couple
because
friends.
she's going through heartbreak right now. The girl who wrote in, OP, the
Yeah.
original post writer, whatever, she's going through a huge heartbreak right now because it is so sad, like realizing friends don't feel the same about you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Especially in a group. That's the thing. Like when you get older, you have to learn how to let things go, be more understanding, because if not, if you are too
and how
much
to
of a
problem solve.
like, I'm not saying like you won't have disagreements with a friend. You can have a
Absolutely.
disagreement with a friend, but you have to be reasonable.
Yeah.
You have to be empathetic, and you have to be forgiving on your end too, because it's like, if not, then yeah, the friendship will not continue.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like the natural, easy thing to do to just end up with your man. You know what I mean? Like, you just, because that person will, like, your
Or your
partner,
immediate family. Like, once you have kids and
Yes,
stuff. Oh,
of course.
So easy to cut people
why would
off.
I even, yeah, shut
What
up.
do you mean? Like,
The second you text me too much, blocked.
what might suck is if like your kids are friends with their kids.
Yeah.
And they're like, what happened to Jimmy?
Yeah.
I don't fuck with their mom no
Their
more.
mom's
Sorry.
stupid, sorry. That's the thing. I do think, like, especially as I get older, I really value the friendships that I have.
Yeah.
You know, I love the girls that are around me that are sane, that are that are smart, and they give me insight and they motivate you, and they make, and that's like a blessing, because so I'm like, I don't feel like, oh, I want a whole bunch. It's like, no, if I have a few friends, I'm
Quality
happy
over
to
quantity.
like, yeah,
Always.
you know, like,
Yeah.
even with this like dinner party thing I'm having, the stuff I'm doing, I'm like only inviting people that I see like a connection with. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, one, I'm inviting them into my house.
Yeah.
And then 2, it's like, this is a way for me to reach out to them also and be like, yeah, like, we can talk on, not like, you know what I mean? Like, we can do more together and like have a night to like have fun, to chit chat, to eat. It's a cute, fun way to like gather people and have like something to look forward to without it
Very
being too
cute.
much. Okay. Am I the asshole for having my mother yell at me for having intercourse with my girlfriend in my own apartment when we're both 26 years of age?
Tell me your ethnic without telling me your ethnic.
Is this my
please.
mom?
Are you Habesha?
Okay. So I, 26 male, live with my girlfriend, 26 female, in an apartment that I pay for. We've been together for 3 years and our relationship is great. We're both working professionals, fully independent, and like any normal couple, we even have an active sex life.
Nice.
Enter my mother, 54 female. She's always been a little overbearing, but since I moved out when I started dating my girlfriend, I thought things had gotten better. Apparently, I was wrong. Last weekend, my mom came over to drop off some homemade food, which was nice. I'll give her that. I had told her she could stop by after 4 p.m. since my girlfriend and I were having a lazy morning. But of course, she decided to show up 2 hours early with her spare key, which she has
a spare
for
key?
emergencies. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Well, my girlfriend and I were in the bedroom, clearly busy,
Ew.
when we heard our mother banging on the bedroom door.
I'm
my God.
disgusted. I'm literally
Oh my
disgusted.
God.
I can vomit.
She was shouting my name and saying things like, I know what you're doing in there, and have
Ew.
some respect.
That's
Okay,
disgusting.
lady. I scrambled to throw on some clothes, went out, and asked her what the hell she was doing here unannounced. She started yelling at me about how it was disgusting and inappropriate to be doing that while guests are over. I reminded her that this is my apartment. She wasn't supposed to be here yet. We're 2 consenting adults.
crazy.
She
She's
no, what the
absolutely
hell?
insane.
She was having none of it. She called me disrespectful and said I had no manners, and even told my girlfriend that she should be ashamed.
Oh.
And he said, what the fuck? My girlfriend just walked out of the room, grabbed her keys, and left because she wasn't dealing with that nonsense. I ended up arguing with my mom for about 10 minutes more before telling her to leave and return the spare key. She refused at first, but I stood my ground until she finally handed it over. She left in a huff and later texted me saying that she was deeply disappointed in how I spoke to her. Now, my dad and sister are both telling me I was too harsh and that I shouldn't have put her in that situation. I argued that she put herself in that situation by showing up unannounced and barging into my home. Am I the asshole?
No, what the fuck?
This is actually so crazy.
Overbearing is like That's exactly what that is. For her to get mad at your reaction to what she did.
No,
and
that's hilarious.
Why are you having sex when you have guests at your house?
No,
you invited yourself in.
You weren't supposed to be
2 hours early. What the hell is wrong with you?
What do you think your 26-year-old son with his 26-year-old girlfriend who live together are doing?
I think she thinks he's still like her little boy.
I think it's like crazy. I also think like a lot of times like maybe parents, older parents, especially these people sound ethnic as hell. Yeah. Like I think they like gave up sex a long time ago.
Yeah.
Like I feel like maybe that's not like that's kind of crazy to them. Like they're just like in an agreement with their partner a lot of times, maybe, which is sad, you know. So maybe she really didn't think like they were having sex, like you know, like
people in relationships have
what
sex
are you? That is so disgusting and so and you know what I mean, and so disrespectful for you to have sex in your own home with your own girlfriend. You two
that you pay rent for.
Yeah, that you pay rent, and like I came here in your house,
unannounced,
basically, pretty much.
Give me my key back right the fuck now.
No, sorry, lady. You lost your privileges
done.
here.
You lost your privileges.
Because you have to know boundaries. Like, what do you think we're doing in there?
Ew.
And, like, even as a mom, like, what do you want to try to avoid that?
Ashamed. Yeah.
You know what I mean? By, like, not seeing that kind of shit. So, like...
I guess she really thought, like, maybe they're waiting for marriage. Like, you know, like, she just saw so
like a little
innocently of her little son.
Yeah.
Like, no, girl. He's definitely a grown man. Like,
I think it's a lesson for her.
Yeah.
You're not the asshole.
You've allowed it to get to this point. Like, you know? Like,
yeah.
The fact that she has a spare key, sir. Pull your pants up and wear a fucking belt, please.
Though. Like, you can give your parents a spare key for emergencies, but they have to respect the for emergencies part. Because, like, yeah, like, let's say something. I don't think
I would do that.
I haven't. Nobody has my keys except for me and my man.
Yeah.
But, like, I can understand, like, what if one day, like, there's, I don't know, like, you go missing. Let's check her house. Is she there?
The police?
True. They can always knock that door down.
I would never give anyone a spare key. That's crazy. What the fuck?
I'm just saying, like, I can understand why somebody would have a spare key, but because you trust that they will use it respectfully.
I would. Yeah. But you know he's in a relationship. That's if he was living alone.
That's what I'm saying.
That's different.
Okay, true.
But you know he's in a relationship. So why would you give a spare key? That's weird. Does a girlfriend even know about the spare key?
That's true too.
Because I feel like I would have an issue with that. Like,
and my thing from the mom side, that's true too. That's very fair. From the mom side, I'd be like, if I know my son is in a relationship, there's no fucking way I'm coming early without letting them know, because who knows what I'm walking into.
But that's you.
You know what? That's me.
That's you knowing that young people have sex. Like, and your kid will probably have sex.
I wouldn't even do it to an old couple, because what the fuck are you freaks doing? I don't want to know. It's
no,
not my
honestly,
fucking business.
Literally,
old people are fucking gross. They're having sex in weird ways
that
we haven't even thought about yet.
Oh my god,
I'm telling you,
that's disgusting.
They are freaked out.
I don't believe that. Sorry, not with my parents, anyways. They're done.
No, not they're done.
But anyways, guys, we're all done here. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to rate us on our Spotify. Cue the commentary podcast, please. Let's get to 750.
We can do it.
You guys can do it and get us to 800, that would be even better. But
I think we can get there.
I think we can too.
Yes.
Like 1,000 by the summer would be so great.
We can totally do that.
I think we can too. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, engage with us, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.